Check, check. 1, 2. Always sounding. All right, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, people. Christmas. Let me get this thing off. I've been also a bit under the weather, a bit sick. Been a bit sick, people. So haven't been doing live stream. Hope everybody is doing well, man. Hope everybody is all blessed and family and all that good stuff. Everybody is okay. Yeah, hope everybody is all blessed, family, and everything. Christmas is almost, well, it's a New Year's thing tonight. That's another big event that we should be taking in tonight. But back on the football circuit, people. Back on the football circuit. What's new? What's new? What's new? Been watching a lot of Premier League games and Championship games and nothing in the international space. Teams are getting revved up for the Euros and Copa America, Nations League. Those are the big games coming up next year. Next year is going to be a loaded schedule when it comes on to football. Um, hope that Jamaica is doing some recruitment. Marcus Garvey, big up yourself. Hope you're feeling better, bro. The cough. Man, as I respect all week last week, my mash up with the the cough there. Bro, I know all about that coughing, bro. You just feel like it can't stop. You just feel like your throat are gonna just drop out. Finally feeling a bit better. Also wanted to upgrade the channel a bit, but have a new camera. Haven't installed it yet, but it's a proper camera that we bought now, so we can move away from the webcam. And trying to bring in the New Year's, we'll have some AI technology in the channel, some new graphics. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some things a bit better next year. Big up yourself, Richard Green. So I'm all about improvement and bringing more quality to the space when it comes on to my channel. Happy holidays, man. And man, even though the bonfire pan. Yeah, bro. There was a big argument in the group where a lot of people were saying that Christmas is the devil's holiday, and people. So a few people has been going back and forth with this when it comes on to the whole Christmas thing. However, Christmas is not that serious to me, to be honest. Christmas is what it is. When we at Jamaica, Christmas is just grand market and you drink some sorrel. Over here, unfortunately, people are dancing around Christmas tree, chanting all kind of garbage. That's not for me. Christmas, I don't even celebrate my birthday, to be honest to you people. I don't celebrate my birthday. It's whatever. It's just another day for me. And my birthday, I was at work, just working, work. Yes, in the EPL, Aston Villa, I think they dropped some points this week, right? I think Aston Villa did drop some points. They were supposed to. I don't know how that. I left that game in the 80th minute against Sheffield. They were supposed to get the points against Sheffield, but I don't know what happened there. I will take a look at the EPL standings just to see who is in the lead and see if any teams Christ born. Yeah, them say Jesus born around December month around them time there, so I can't really. I'm not certain. I'm just going by what everybody else said. Them say that's when Jesus born. So I guess I just work with it. You know what I mean? Let's see the EPL standings and see who is where and who is what when it comes on to the EPL standings here. Aston Villa still in third. Yeah, they did drop some points. They only got a point from that game. People, remember to hit the like button as soon as you enter the chat, just to get the visibility up on the video. Let's see what's happening here on the EPL circuit. Let's see what's happening here on the EPL circuit. Yeah, so we have Liverpool. Liverpool finally took the lead. As you can see, Man City is slipping and slipping and slipping in the EPL, not doing as well as a lot of people would expect. West Ham has had a good couple, a good run of games. You can see them moving up the table there. Newcastle as well. Manchester United still hot and cold. Brighton started off the season very well, and unfortunately, they're sitting at number 10. Chelsea is the I just don't recognize this Chelsea team out there right now. I can't understand what's happening with Chelsea. This is not the Chelsea of the old. This is not Chelsea that we know Chelsea to be. It's just it doesn't seem to be shaping up very well for Chelsea. I know we have a young Jamaican over there, Dujon Whisper. Don't know how he will translate. Don't know if he's gonna make it into the first team or whatever, but he is there at Chelsea and they do need a striker. Can he come in and be an impact striker? I don't think he can come in and be an impact striker right now. It takes too much of a learning curve. I think he would be like a year away. But hey, if he has surprised us before by coming into the national team and scoring goals. So if he does that for Chelsea, then whoa, kudos to the young man if that happens for Chelsea. I don't really celebrate it. Love the family time present. Yeah, man. I also wanted to make sure I take the December month to spend the time with my daughter and stuff because these live stream can take a lot of time out of you, and before you know it you just you just on live stream work, pick her up and spend a little time. So I wanted to make sure the Christmas season, the holiday season, I got a little Christmas tree and a little thing like that, and just to, you know what I mean, just to make it feel like Christmas still, because it's not just about me, it's about Christmas for her as well. Jesus was born in the winter. No shepherd was out tending to the sheep in the snow. But does it snow in Israel? I don't know, guys. I don't know the weather in Israel. If it snows there, I don't know the weather in Israel. But yeah, as we're saying in the EPL, back on the football thing right now. In the EPL, Arsenal, Arsenal just I, I actually would want Arsenal to win it because of their progression and how Arsenal has progressed the past 2 seasons, where they 2 seasons ago people were like, oh, is Arteta the man for the job? And Arsenal, they proved a lot of people wrong by assembling a good team last season and played very well. Could have won the league. They started to struggle. Big up yourself, Steel Dragon. They started to struggle um, around this time. Yeah, man, we're gonna touch on the Mason Greenwood thing, and we're gonna debunk some things when it comes on to the Mason Greenwood the thing. Yes, so Arsenal was a team. The problem that I have with Arsenal is the two striker that they have is not a number one striker in Nketiah and Jesus. Um, they don't have that striker who can get them the goals when the game gets really tough. And I think for Arsenal, their front three is not linking up play. It's very, it's very all over the place. You have Jesus doing his thing, Martinelli doing his thing. I saw Saka made some good runs and hit some good crosses in the box, but you didn't have Martinelli or Jesus aggressively trying to get into that 6 yard area to latch onto those. So I think that's what's affecting Arsenal. They don't have that goal poucher in front of goal who can just be clinical and get those goals for Arsenal. And that's why I think they won't win the league this year. I think Arsenal needs a striker. There's a lot of rumors that Ivan Tony should be joining this Arsenal setup. And people, are you hearing me loud and clear, people? I also got a new microphone. As you can see, it's a pretty expensive microphone. I tried to use the super chat that everybody donated to the channel and put it back into the channel, and I still had to put some money out of my pocket. So I got a new microphone. So hopefully this microphone is clicking loud and clear and crisp, because we did pay a lot of money for it. So hopefully there's some value there. Loud and clear. Yes. So Arsenal, they need a striker. They need a striker. Ivan Tony, I'm still wondering how Ivan Toney fits into this Arsenal team, because Arsenal is a team that plays the ball from the goalkeeper straight up to the attacking third when it comes on to build up play. As we're at Brentford, at Brentford, Ivan Toney is fighting for a lot of 50-50 ball. He's going up, getting those 50-50 balls and laying it off, and then turn and make those runs. A lot of people would also say 6 out of Ivan Toney's 15 goals is penalties. Is he as clinical as a lot of people are cutting him out to be? That's up for discussion. And playing for Arsenal, that's going to be a whole nother step up. Maybe Ivan Toney even look much better in an Arsenal shirt, as Arsenal is a way better team. Arsenal is they are when it comes on to team play, Arsenal is one of the better teams in the EPL, even might be one of the best teams when it comes on to overall team play. They're defending very well, they're attacking very well, but they don't have that striker that just put fear in opponents when they go up to play against Arsenal. Because as we saw in the Aston Villa game, where Aston Villa took them down, Aston Villa is a and the way Aston Villa is like a they're like a watered down version of Arsenal. They like that build up play, like to knock it around, and but I saw them run into something in that Sheffield game, Aston Villa, where they can be stonewalled. I think the way you play Aston Villa is you don't try to just play them out and out, like up and down the field. They will beat you. I realize if you sit back on Aston Villa, they kind of lose their identity a bit. They kind of don't know how to break you down, because that Sheffield team just defend, and Aston Villa was finding it very difficult to basically break down that Sheffield team. No, Leon Bailey is also getting a lot of credit. He's all over the tabloids. They're saying Leon Bailey is one of the top subs are coming up. I think Leon Bailey has the best stats for a player coming off the bench, with 2 goals and 2 assists in the EPL, if I'm not wrong. So Leon Bailey is making a lot of progress there. Arsenal is trying to be like Man City, says Declan Rice. So City has Haaland and Arsenal wants Tony. Yeah, they have to. They have to get that striker that demands that respect around the 18 or inside the 18. As of right now, Jesus, really good player, really talented player. But I think sometimes in the game, he goes off on a tangent where he just goes off and do his own thing, where it doesn't really fit into what Arsenal is doing. And I think that's what's affecting them. To me, Jesus is not a striker. Jesus is a wing forward to me. And Ketia as well. And Ketia is more of a 9, but he's still not an out and out 9 to me. I think he lacks certain things when it comes on to 9. I think Nketiah for me is more of a wing forward, kind of what the game is going, the direction that the game is going into. But when we see that in the EPL, when it gets down to January, February, where it starts to get really tight, and you start playing team like Bournemouth, you know, Bournemouth is a team that's not very exciting. But if I'm a Arsenal or I'm a Liverpool or I'm a Aston Villa, I wouldn't want to be. I would be checking off my Bournemouth games on my schedule, because Bournemouth is a team that will steal points from you if they come out to play. Every game I watch with Bournemouth this season, they've been in that game. They've had chances to beat all the teams that they played. I haven't seen any team that outright just beat Bournemouth and they were just like played out of the park. So that's a dangerous team that I think that's going to steal a lot of points this coming up for the next half of the EPL. Yeah, Newcastle, they're getting back a bit more fit. Newcastle is getting much fitter. However, Newcastle is very unpredictable January, February, that when it get nice ball like it. Yeah, that's when it gets to the meat of things. That's when we know if do you have the stuff to really win the league. And I think that's where a lot of people are saying that that's where Manchester City, that's when Manchester City is at their best. When Manchester City hits January, February, and you have teams like Arsenal and Liverpool start throwing away 3 points and picking up 1 point there or losing a point there. That's when City tends to play their best football and just play right through and win it all. We'll see if that's going to be a thing. People, remember to hit the like button. And we thank you, everybody who has joined the stream today. I know a lot of people are probably busy. People are still hangover. I know there's a lot of parties happening in Jamaica for the people in Jamaica, for the people in the United Kingdom, London, those places. A lot of party happening in New York, Miami. You guys are been partying all Christmas. I know that. But I'm happy that we still have 43 people here watching the live stream today. And the English winter kicks in. Yes, the English winter kicks in. The English winter is not that bad. It's just the wet. It's just more wet. Bless up yourself, Bin Laden. The English winter is just wet. Yeah, and we saw some Chelsea. Let's get to Chelsea. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. What can I say about Chelsea? What can I say about Chelsea, people? Chelsea is a huge disappointment. They have no identity. Chelsea has no leader. I feel like every player out there playing for Chelsea, they're playing like they're playing for their spot. Chelsea doesn't, I don't see that assertiveness. They don't reassure me that this is the team that's going to do the job. They had 2 games where they played very well, and then we saw them lose that game the other day. So Chelsea is just, oh my God. And I like Chelsea. I like that because I like Chelsea creates a lot of chances in the games. Jackson is just that the man. And I think that I would be surprised if they said that Gallagher should be on the move in January. I hope Jackson is on the move. Osimhen, he re-signed for Napoli, so he won't be coming to Chelsea. We can say that's done and dusted. And when I'm looking out there on the market, I'm not seeing any top strikers that's just going to come in and just help this Chelsea team to rejuvenate themselves. Strikers is a thing where it looks like number 9s are just in demand right now. It's like teams can't find a good number 9. It's crazy. Football has changed. There's a plethora of attacking midfielders out there, a plethora of wingers out there. I think the CDM position and the number 9 position in football is suffering right now. I don't know if it's because of how the game is being played right now. There are teams that are playing without CDM right now, box to box, attacking mid, and then they get it done on the wings. I don't know if it's how the game's being played right now, why those 2 positions are really short. Boss Thomas says JT Chelsea will buy out his 100 million clause in his contract. And how the hell would you pay so much money for a striker like that? He's overpaid. He was playing domino with his friends. Blessings, Starboy Juices out of Philly. Let's give up a shout out to Starboy Juices. He's also in our WhatsApp group / aka Omar Perry. So if you're in any of the areas where Starboy Juices is located, you know he's one of our fellow Jamaicans. So please support Starboy Juices. I think he's in Philadelphia and Miami and those places. I'm not sure, but just let me know Starboy Juices so we can give you the plug on the channel. So always support your own. Starboy Juices, Omar Perry, as I know him in the group. He's a Jamaican that's doing it. So whoever is around those areas, please support the business. At this point, Chelsea just playing so they can stay up in the mid-table. Yeah, sometimes it seems like Chelsea is playing not to be relegated. It's crazy. Chelsea is like sometimes playing not to be relegated. No, since we're on Chelsea, as we know, Chelsea need open heart surgery, guys. They need a lot. I don't see Chelsea doing anything this season. Won't be playing European football. I think Chelsea more or less will be fighting to stay in the EPL, to be honest. And there was also a new change in the EPL as far as contracts. And Chelsea, I think they said this law is basically implemented to stop teams like Chelsea, where Chelsea will sign players to 8-year contracts and stuff like that. So I think they put in a new law to kind of restrict that, where you can't just sign players to those long-term contracts knowing that you're not planning to sign them again, and or buy out the contract. And then the debt keeps piling up and the team don't have to pay all that money right away. So the EPL is cracking down. So Chelsea and the big spending, I think Chelsea will be affected. As you know, Chelsea is one of the big spenders in the EPL. I'm not 100% sure on the whole concept of the new law, but I heard a bit about that. No, Dujon Whisper, as you know, the young Jamaicans, we saw some videos surfaced. I went also yesterday on the Chelsea page to watch the training session, and I saw him popping up a few times in a few training clips. So, yes, as you can see, he's out there doing his thing. I think I want to also give Craig Butler a lot of credit, because I think I heard Craig Butler stated that part of Dujon Whisper's contract. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think I heard Craig Butler on an interview saying that he made sure that Whisper will be getting a chance to try out for the first team, and it seems like it's happening just the way that Mr. Butler stated. So big up to Mr. Butler there, for if that's a clause in the contract, he made sure that he gets in. Let's take this phone call. Turn off the background, Siobhan.
Yeah, I'm turned off now.
All right, big up yourself, man. How you doing?
Doing great, man. How, brother, I know you talk about this January thing. I tell you that never dare go work in a JT.
What's
Football, I
not gonna
talk about
work?
24/7. Football, I talk about 24/7. Can't take no break from football, brother.
Yes, yes, but Siobhan, I also wanted to upgrade the channel as well. I wanted to get a new microphone, because the other microphone that I have is a pretty good mic, but it's for music recording. So what it does is, when the vocals get very low, it cuts out. So it doesn't pick up room noise, but it's cutting out on stream. So I had to basically ditch that microphone. And I also wanted to move away from the webcam. This is probably one of my last stream that I'm doing with my webcam. I bought a brand new Sony camera that I can also blur the background, because I want to get the channel up to the level of how I see those other EPL podcasts in England. Since I'm gonna be doing watch along for those games, I want to get my channel up to that level as well. So I took some time,
Understandable.
yeah, man, to get that going. So what's
All right,
going on? Do
so
John Whisper? What are we talking about? So we're on the EPL now, no, so don't shift the goalpost. Do John Whisper? You think you will get a chance in the Chelsea first team based on their performance right now?
all right, so that's one of the main reasons why I called. The fact that I see where Whisper is actually in Jamaica right now,
Mm-hmm.
I it's kind of I don't understand if I think if Chelsea had him in their plans for January, I don't think they would have let him leave right now to come back to Jamaica because the season is still running. I mean, he's not playing now. He's not going to be able to play until January. The clips that we've seen him in, clips seen of him in his first team training,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look out of place or anything. But my concern is just why is he back in Jamaica right now?
It's
Um,
Christmas. Maybe a lot of those young players got a chance to go home and see their family.
yeah, but wasn't he hasn't been there for a month yet, I think, right?
Yeah, but it's you have to also understand that he joined the team close to the holiday seasons.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, no, like I'm not sure if something what the reason why he's there,
Mhm.
but that's just my main concern because I really want him to actually stay at Chelsea. I actually don't want him to be loaned out or anything. I actually want him to get an opportunity to play at Chelsea. And as you mentioned, how Jackson is playing right now. He Anything is possible for any striker right now at Chelsea. Any attacking player to get an opportunity at Chelsea now, that
Mhm.
would be the right time. So if, I was just concerned because I don't want to be a situation where Chelsea may have already decided to put him out on loan
Mhm.
as to why they have allowed him to come out. Because I know the youth players are actually still in training. So, but
Oh,
that's just my biggest concern so far, though.
yes. And did you want to touch on the video of Dujon Whisper that came out?
I was asked not to say anything else about it,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna respect the wishes of the person who say that, because they said they don't want it to reach a particular level where the player gets affected. But what I would say is that I think how the player understands that he's not in Jamaica anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and the landscape of things that are the norm or can you can get away with in Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
in a English society is something that can break your career to the maximum. So just want him to become wise about certain things. I know it wasn't said in public. It was said public, but to his friends on his WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
But anything can happen, and it did come out. So I just want him to be mindful of that. Just be respectful and understand that you're in a professional environment now, and you have to act accordingly, basically.
Okay, okay, yes. Yeah, I hope he doesn't let that happen again because that won't be that won't be good for him. That,
Yeah, it's not something that was really good to have a good thing. But I'm happy it didn't reach too far. It was taken down, thankfully, in time before the English media got a hold of it, so that it doesn't really reach too far.
yes, 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 yes. We wouldn't want the English media getting a hold of that because it wouldn't be very good for him. There. No, on the Mason Greenwood thing, no, let's go over to Manchester United. Manchester United, Sir Rodcliffe has bought 25% stake in the team. He will be controlling the football side of Manchester United. As you know, Manchester United is in a lot of debt. He will be invested over 200 million as far as infrastructure and players is concerned. That's baby money, cup soup money that to the EPL. I'm not talking about money that I have. I'm nowhere close to anywhere around that. But I'm saying when you talk about the monies that they talk about in those leagues, that's little drop of money. No, Mason Greenwood. Yeah, I also turned off my YouTube because I know there's 1 million Mason Greenwood. Reese Nelson is coming. I think it's that guy who came on Eddie Vision channel, who dropped that bombshell that Mason that what's the name is getting his passport, right? That Reese Nelson is getting his passport.
Yeah, so was I was informed that the information that he gave out is a bit more. It's a bit more than what it actually is. So it's not really at that close a stage as he would have initially. Yeah, it's not as close as he made it out to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Eddie Guna, you're in the trap, brother. What kind of fake news that you have published? Because that guy, I don't think that guy actually. Because what he said, it was very gray area ish, right? He was like, he's having his passport now, or he's getting his passport. I don't know exactly what he said, but man, that sent YouTube into a ruckus.
Yeah, so I was because I heard it and I was a bit happy, but then I got information that it's not as far along as they made it seem, as he made it seem to be. So he said that the main word he said that there's a difference between getting your passport and there's a difference between starting the process, getting the documentations ready to
Mhm.
submit it. So that's what I was told. So based off that, there could be a situation where they are just, if they haven't started, they're in the process of getting the necessary documents too. But it hasn't started as based off what I've been told.
Yo, that sent YouTube into a frenzy. My God. Well, everybody, I couldn't watch it anymore because I'm like, guys, like, calm down. The youth don't get him passport. The coach Jaime will be going to the UK after the holiday seasons, right?
He, yeah, I think so, because I'm not sure where he is now. I know John Wall is in Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
because he's working with the youth team now. Even though they're not in camp now, but I know he's doing a lot of work with that. But I'm not sure where Mr. Halgrimson is. I know that he said that he's going to be speaking with persons in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure exactly as to when that will be.
Yeah. And I think that kind of set off a storm where a lot of people are saying like, yes, but Macy Greenwood, um, nothing has started for Macy Greenwood yet. So I don't.
Well,
Hmm?
what I have heard in regards to Mason,
Mm-hmm.
it's good news, but also we have to be mindful that there is no Jamaican consulate in Spain. And part of the process of somebody acquiring, yeah, they have to visit the Jamaican consulate, the Jamaican embassy or consulate
Or
in London
he can connect through Brussels.
to Brussels.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but
as
what I
well.
was
But that's
told
in
is that,
Belgium.
yeah, but what my person has told me that is that we need to be the fans that are super high. Just remember that there's none in Spain, and seeing that he is in Spain, and I know it's on holiday now, so I'm not sure if anything, because I know government offices are usually closed during the holiday period as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the person indicated that we need to be mindful that there is no embassies in Spain for that, and the person would have to go in to actually have that sorted out. But um, as the person always said to me, we should just keep just be hopeful. You can drop a comment on a person's page, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
so that a person can know that hey, Jamaicans are there with them. So I was asked to say that to the public. So you guys can just go ahead and just each player just put some Jamaican flag on there, something so that they can actually feel the appreciation coming from this side of the world. Because I am almost certain right now
Mm-hmm.
England is right. England is going to be in Mason Greenwood's ears sometime soon.
I'm not sure about that. I don't think England can really jump the gun on Mason Greenwood like that. I think they would have to wait. I think England would more or less follow the lead of Manchester United on that. I think England would want to hear the noise that comes with Mason Greenwood at Manchester United, and then they kind of basically piggyback off that. But I can't see them just taking on the Macy Greenwood thing and just running with it. I
Uh,
don't see it.
yeah, I understand that. Especially as to what has happened.
Hmm.
But I mean, the when you look at some Man United fans who were against him, playing last summer,
Hmm.
and you're hearing them turning there. For you hear even some females coming out and saying that maybe we should take back Mason Greenwood, and the fact that his performance in Spain, the fact that he's getting attention from Real Madrid, the Barcelonas,
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that persons can really ignore any much further as well. So let's see. And hopefully everything goes well for in our standard, so that we can then acquire him if the opportunity does come.
Yeah, and people remember to hit the like button on the channel. People remember to hit the like button as soon as you enter the chat. I will drop the link for the stream for those who wants to join the stream. Best up yourself, RR. Just drop the link there for who wants to join the stream. Siobhan, you want to join the stream and free up the phone
Yeah,
line?
may I do that?
Yeah, man. So in case somebody
Uh,
else wants to call in. Best of yourself, RR says Southgate Javi issues for him own. Yeah, I don't think Southgate would be brave enough to take on this Mason Greenwood thing right now because it comes with a lot of noise. And I don't think he would want that distraction for England um going into the Euros. However, I was watching an interview today with Southgate that he said there's a couple players that he want to get capped who hasn't been capped for England yet. that he thinks will be making the Euro team. No Jamaicans that I can think about that we should be worried about that should be getting capped. So I'm not sure who Southgate is talking about there. Eddie Guna said, once Southgate is the coach, he will not return. No, I don't think they can take on Mason Greenwood right now. I don't think England, Manchester United, everybody is they're afraid to touch this Mason Greenwood thing with a long glove, with a long stick. They're not the Mason Greenwood thing. People, we have 80 people in the chat and we only have 30 likes on the video. Please come on, man. That's why the thing is moving so slow. Let's get the likes up on the video. Let's see if we can get it up to at least 50, guys. Let's say we can get it up to at least 50, man. We have almost 80 people in here and we only have 30 likes on the video. Let's see if we can get it up to 50. Please and thank you, people. Let's see if we can get the like. Just hit the like button while you're at it. And let's see if we can get the like button to move a little bit more. See there, the like button, me all lose likes on the video. So let's see if we can get the like button up more. Yeah, bless up JT and the chat. Yeah, man, bless up yourself. Bala Kick says if the JFF want the player, they have their link to speed up the process. But so understand JFF cost them love money. If them love money, guys, and let me just ask everybody, how are we gonna approach this JFF thing after the elections? Like this is how we're now going to 2024. Are we going to have a 2024 where it's I still want to keep the JFF honest, but how are we gonna do this? Is it gonna be the JFF fault for everything 2024? How are we gonna approach it? Let's evaluate ourselves as vloggers and as commenters. How are we gonna approach the 2024 season with the JFF? I just want this election to be big up yourself, Travis Pesa. I want this election to be up and running, and I think it's over for Raymond Anderson. I can't see Raymond Anderson. I can't see Raymond Anderson coming back in. I think that's it for Raymond, people. I don't see Raymond. Raymond sound like he's throwing in the towel already. If you ask me, yeah, if you ask me, Raymond seems like he's throwing in the towel already, Siobhan. I don't see Raymond. I don't see Raymond basically making an impact. He just doesn't sound like he's up for it. I think, I think micro kicks them is just too much for Raymond Anderson, bro. I think Mike up Jamaica Guna. I think micro kicks and those guys is like they got a lock on things, and I think a lot of people don't want to shift side to Raymond Anderson and end up where Raymond Anderson loses and Mike Ricketts then have the opportunity to bury some of them or maybe, cut their funding and all these things. So I think a lot of people are quite hesitant in the JFF maybe to give their vote to Raymond Anderson. But as how I see it now, I don't think Raymond Anderson has a chance. I think that's over. I think that's done and dusted there. So how are we gonna do this? I hope 2024 we have a different approach when it comes on, and I hope the JFF improve. I hope the JFF improve. This year was a year of a lot of mix up with the girls. The girls didn't get paid. I told you guys that the JFF was gonna phase out that group of girls. They were gonna brought in 5 more girls. They actually brought in 6 or more girls. They brought in more new girls. So, guys, the fact that the fact that the female team isn't qualified for anything, maybe we'll see 1 or 2 of those players come back in the future. But I think it's done and dusted for a good 90% of those girls who played in that team. I don't see a lot of those girls coming back. It's the JFF is gonna and I know the JFF also wants to take that power from Sidela Marley, because now that Sidela is because what happened, when you remove that group of girls, Sidela Marley doesn't really have the relationship with this new set of girls, and I think that this is part of the JFF ploy to basically jockey back the power from Sidela Marley. I have no power over that. Whether it's the good thing they're doing or the bad thing, I just want Jamaica to do better. I just want Jamaica to win. But what I do say, guys, I will touch on stuff with the JFF for 2024, but JT won't be the guy on a JFF marathon in 2024. Me, I'm telling you this right now. There's too much football that's gonna be played, and that's where I get my excitement from. I get my
Mm.
excitement from the football side. So it's gonna be a lot of football playing next
Cheers.
year, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Siobhan.
yeah. So I am surprised this election process. It's really surprised as to how things are unfolding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the personnel that have been involved, some of the things that have been leaked out, persons' behavior, unprofessional behavior, etc. It's like a big soap opera
Mm-hmm.
over a simple football election. Um, based off what we've seen so far, you have one side saying that one side is incompetent because they've run it for so long and the situation isn't great, but yet still they are on the proverbial outside.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at how they are running things now, it's not professional either. So I'm not sure the voters themselves. I have no trust in them. Just like how you're saying that you are of the belief that you don't think that they will. There's no way Mr. Anderson can win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust the persons who are voting because I've heard things that particular persons now have votes. All of a sudden they have votes, and they are also known campaign managers of a particular. So it's a bit it's a bit daunting, and I honestly want it to end.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was a way where the YouTube community, the persons who have a genuine love and interest for Jamaican football, was able to actually have a say
Mm-hmm.
or to possibly intervene or possibly run.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my mate because based off what we've seen so far, we are actually the community that actually loves football and we want to see football growing in Jamaica. But based on what I've seen so far, the incumbents, we haven't heard from them, but we've seen them over the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And the challenger, eh, we hear them bringing in a lot of names, but it doesn't woo me. I don't see anything will change. Person I've been in the party for, as what Jamaican Guna said, over 100 years now. So if they were here 100 years ago and nothing changed, I don't see anything changing.
Yeah.
Um,
And
for the
Cataract is now a part of Raymond Anderson's team, right?
Cataract, yeah, Cataract actually has a seat in St. Thomas now.
Whoa. Cataract is on the St. Thomas FA now?
Surprising, bro. But
Jesus Christ. People, I haven't been on YouTube so long. So you mean Cataract, the
Cat,
bottle service oligarch who buckle people for anything we do it. So you're saying Cataract is a part of the St.
y-
Thomas FA now?
yep, he's a delegate of St. Thomas now. So
Oh my God.
um, so somebody will call me out, so me sell out because me I do some graphics for the JFF. No, him literally.
Jesus.
But I mean, it's quite when we heard about it. It's videos of him going around acting unprofessional, kind of disrespecting the officers of the law.
Really?
Um, yeah, you never saw that video?
No.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Montego Bay. So but I said I want to come off of that still. The
No,
election
man.
we we,
I want to hear what's going on. What you say now? Cataract and the Jamaica football police them kick off?
so I don't know there was this big meeting
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. Anderson must have traveled with a busload of persons
Mm-hmm.
and Cataract was in there and apparently some names weren't on a list or something like that and so the police officer his name wasn't on the list so they can't let him in.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just being mature about it and calling the persons inside,
Mm-hmm.
there was this big ruckus at the gate. Cataract took out his phone, started video. and say, Mr. Officer, are you impeding? Are you trying to impede in a FIFA matter? But this has nothing to do with Jamaica. This is a FIFA matter. So it was very distasteful. It was embarrassing. But I mean, it's his thing. Yeah, the JFF Congress, as Stefan Wright was saying, yeah, the JFF Congress. So Mr. Anderson would have been allowed to go there, but apparently his name wasn't on the list. But instead of just trying to sort it out like big men, there was this big ruckus. Mr. Anderson at one point even had to tell Cataract to calm down.
Really?
So, but it was embarrassing and distasteful, to be honest.
So, so you're saying the oligarchy is disrupting Congress. Yo, oh man, big up yourself, Cataract. I think Cataract does want the best thing for Jamaican football, but
Yeah, I mean, we all do, but there's a way in doing it as well. But as I said, I'm just hopeful for it to be over soon, so we can actually get back to actual business. Because I mean, we do have as you mentioned in the group, JT, next year is going to be a very, very, very busy year for us. Well, on the male side, the senior reggae girls, I don't think they have a game next year. It's unfortunate. But on the male side, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be done. We'll have two major tournament competitions to play. We'll have the Nation League semi-final, and we'll also have the Copa America. So I just really want all focus to be placed on those.
yeah.
The under 20 is going to be starting in February. So we have a lot of football to look forward to. So I just really want the federation's main attention to be focused on football and away from this politics type of situation. So that's my biggest hope right now.
Okay. Jamaica Guna is bless up yourself, my G. It's a roundup of the roundup. Yeah, man, it's a roundup of the year right now. What says you?
Yeah, man. Blessings. Happy holidays to the mans, them, and all that from them in I chatting right across the world in a day. You know what I mean? You know, and everybody say
All right.
Christmas, so let's try to make a general thing, isn't it?
Also, JT, so I was
But bless up to
corrected.
the item,
Hold on
man.
there. Yeah, hold on, Gun. I was corrected. So Mr. Anderson's name was on the list, but it was the other personals in the bus names that wasn't on the list. So hence the reason why there was a big commotion.
Okay,
All
something
right.
playing in your
Yeah, so
background
as
there,
I said, big
Guna.
up yourself, JT.
Guna, something is playing in your background.
Yeah. Man, that's that stuff. Man.
All
Yeah.
right.
So may I say is blessed happy holidays to everybody. Isn't it? What may I say is this, bro, G. Me know it's a roundup, man. Me always listen context before me jump in and thing. But me just want to say something still because I have seen a little thing in relation to this this quote unquote election. This is basically JFF versus JFF. A man that has been a part of the same system for 5,000 years, going against a man who has been a part of the same system for 5,000 years. There's no new ideas. There's no new nothing. It's just thief never like to see thief with long bag. So two man were there and I say, oh, my food this. And man A over there so have the food, and man B over here so want the food. And the two of them are the same man. Two of them come from the same house, same mindset, same philosophy, same thing. That's the same thing. It's not like there has been somebody who has been what do you call a radical, who's coming in to make radical changes, which is needed in the JFF. It's not like a man that come in and do like a tweak and it work. No, you need radical change in the JFF in order to move our football forward into the direction of where the world is at. You know, I've seen a situation recently where there was this guy commenting on the importance of schoolboy football to Jamaica's national football program and football development. And the dude basically said it straight and plain. Is a dude from Trinidad. He said it very straight and plain. It's a big man thing. Schoolboy football not really do nothing for the national program, and it actually in some ways might be even harming the national program. So we have the governing body who has been who has constantly been accused of being corrupt constantly being accused of being inefficient, to constantly being accused of a plethora of other issues that people have with them. And there was this guy who swooped in and on Superman cape, and people were saying that he was going to be the savior of the JFF, and him forward in, and then all of a sudden he go and start, because it's just, as Mr. Team never like Mr. Team with long back. So it's, to me, I don't see any radical person coming in. I don't see a young youth forward in, and I'm probably early 40s, 45 coming in. That's some 60-year-old man I see up there where they're there from before me born, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So them not, it's not no different. It's just vote. It's like voting between your left and your right hand. Or voting if you gotta wear one shorts today, or you gotta wear one pants. Or if you gotta put on the Air Force, I'm gonna put on the clocks. I might choose them, so anyone want to wear, I wear. But at the end of the day, me stepping out in the clocks and me stepping in the Air Force, me just wear my own clothes. That's how I look at the situation with these guys. I don't think there's a major difference between them. That's a good story, but it's just this, and even in the lead up, you see with this this leading up to the final day or whatever, and the campaigning and whatever. It's all corruption, bro. It's man appeal of man bread, bro. Me want if people really listen to what these guys say, because sometimes what I'm in the world is that people are so caught up in narratives. And I have this narrative and you have that narrative. That people not even, when the man them say out of their mouth, literally, the man them actually open their mouth and say, "I this me at do." The people them not listen to them. I was listening to a sports program. And me hear a man come on. One of the man them must call himself a delegate or whatever it is. The man said, "Listen to me. Such man offer me a better package. So him me I work with." Such man I tell me say, "Yo, yeah, him gonna give me X amount, so I'm gonna work with the man because the man they give me a bigger food." The man said on a sports program, loud where the whole Jamaica can't hear. I mean, I want the people not pay attention to them thing the dog. The man them cock up them ears and I work off a narrative. We're not the JFF thing is a joke, my G. This is a big joke with a big J and about 3 exclamation. It's a sham, bro. A 3 exclamation mark behind it, father. It's just a big JOKE with 3 exclamation mark behind. This is not nothing. This is just JFF versus JFF, and 2 man there and a man they have the bag over there, and a man they say, "Brother, you have the bag over there, so move on the back." It's not like it's a man who forward in the room and sit and is a law-abiding citizen. Not two man over there, so we are doing the same thing, and one just jealous of the next one and say, "Oh, more." It's not. Don't be surprised if one win and just hire the next one. You have had a man who has been there for 30 years, brother. Where you gonna tell me say you've been at a corrupt? Not I won't say corrupt. You've been at a company that has been accused of corruption. You've been at a company that has been accused of ineffective performance, that have been bad performance, that has had Jamaica on a terrible on a list, a financial blockade list for almost 4 or 5 years.
Guna, but not only that, you're also the vice president.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for that additional information. You're actually the vice president. That joke is.
Someone said Shaban in the JFF pocket. Somebody said, "JT, this guy on your show is in the JFF pocket."
JFF pocket, yeah, man.
Yeah, because them not say you do graphics to JFF, man. So you're part of the corruption too. Boy, eat your food still, my father. Cause so it going.
Brother, the man them.
Boy, eat your food. Bro, if me are going at this, bro, listen, let me show you.
But all I know, Guna, me correct you know. I have never gotten paid to do anything. Everything that I have done for the JFF, I have done it on my own will, just to help make their social media platform better. I'm not gonna stop tell people that I have never gotten any money from the JFF from the day I'm born.
I assure you, so what I do. It's not just the application for the job.
No, what kind of application? You can't apply for something when I did it.
So you create the job, man. You create the job and apply for it. So I say, "Yo, what? Me I do them work, just run some bread and I just do the thing." My father, let me tell you this: eat your food, brother. If you eat your food, eat your food. If you not eat if you eat for free, love whatever it is, eat your food. Because, brother, let me tell you this: big man thing. Don't. If a free dance a key. Right? And a man want pay. A man pay, brother. We have to tell him, say, "Father, don't." If a man want pay, him pay. So, but a man reach the gate and I say, "Dog, the man say free dance." You know? A man say, "Yo, I go on my general. I want pay." You know?
True.
But
Very
a
true.
free
Very
dance,
true.
me bro. No
And
man, me no want pay. What you gonna do?
Jamaica Guna, what confused me is like when we're on YouTube, we say we want JFF to get better, and if we have people on YouTube who can contribute and help for the JFF to get on a better path, they should get them in there. And as soon as someone like man like Shavana help do some graphics, the people must say him sell out. So I don't know. That's why I ask the question,
That's why I
Jamaica.
tell the man to just do what him a do, my G. You can't please everybody, father. There's a Aesop tale, a Aesop fable that people need to there with the we include the old man, the child, and the donkey. Only go Google it. Google exists for a reason. Go Google like that the fable, that Aesop fable, AESOP, that are the man name. Aesop fable, go Google it and only see what it is. You can't please everybody, my father. See?
That's true.
So that's
Still.
the way you have
That's
to
why
do.
I'm
Because
kind of
if you feel like this is your way to contribute, you do it, bro. But what I'm
yeah,
saying is
good.
that this JFF situation, yeah, go ahead, my bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm really kind of stop. I'm really talk to JT about it. Cause one time I tell JT, say me they go stop, and JT said, "No man, Siobhan, continue. No make nobody this turn your mind from that because what you do, you can see it's a positive impact to the team. So just continue do what you do. Nobody listen to nobody, and so
Bro,
me
me
just stop.
love the new graphics them, bro. The graphics them up, bro. Me love the new graphics them, brother.
So what are them JFF thing up on the JFF Instagram? Are you a post them up? Are you
No man,
running
man,
and deal with them?
no, me do all of them, but me do some of them. Me do mad like the one
Like
with
some
them
of the one that
post
will jump
yesterday.
out where the match the match day squad and them make something there.
Yeah, the match day squad them and me do that. The starting lineup
Yeah
me
man,
do
them
that
thing
one
that tough.
just
Me also the graphics work too, you know, father. So I
yeah.
appreciate art
Them
differently.
tough,
Is he
bro.
free?
The thing them tough, bro. Me like it,
Yeah
bro.
man, me
Them
also do. Yeah man, the thing them tough man. The thing look like a England, you know, the thing look professional, bro. G. You know, look chaka chaka, chamba chamba. If you can assist my youth, assist your mind, me I encourage you to
Yeah,
do the
no
same
man,
thing
that's
to
me say
father.
me still I do it. Me still I do it. So, but
Yeah.
as I say, me they have the
Yeah man.
persuasion to stop at
You
one
do it.
point because
There are
I'm
things
tired
that you
of
do. There are things that you do for Jamaica, and there are things that you don't want to do for the JFF. But there's a thin line in between both of them. So sometimes you
exactly.
might be doing something for Jamaica, and at the JFF it a benefit, but I saw it thing go, brother. You can't really signify. The more time you do one thing for a man over here, and then it benefits somebody where they even like, bro, G. But I saw life go, but Brad, man, you have to just do what you have to do. You see me?
So I'm
But
saying,
on a level, my G, it's all about me. In my view, bro, I just think that this thing is a big scam, brother. Me no believe so.
yeah,
Me feel
it's a
like it's just
shot.
JFF versus JFF. The winner is JFF. The loser is JFF. Everything is just JFF. Me never see nobody coming in to do anything radical to say, okay, listen, man, I got clean up the image. You remember, say Superman flying what there, you know me I refer to, don't you, Taylor?
Superman. Who was
Superman. You
that?
don't know what Superman the flying what there, man? And say he's been added to the JFF and I do be an interview on YouTube and I'm Superman Cape and Superman Brief, man.
Who that there again?
You don't know the brother was flying what there. I not call him a name. But only supposed to know
We're
a
flying.
new entrant to the JFF organization that was supposed to come in and clean up because he's reputable of being a great
Oh, you
businessman
talking
and
about
he
Dennis?
got
You talking
integrity.
about Dennis Chung?
Me don't know him. That him name. I mean, I know him. I cannot confirm or deny. But
Sir, Dennis.
it sounds similar to what me they have in my mind. But yeah. But there's a man that flying on Superman cape and are wearing brief on the outside like Superman, like how Superman wearing brief on the outside. I'm swear everything that nice. Me say yes. All right, no, the dog win, no, the dog must come fix up the thing. Fix
Oh,
the
I
thing
know about
fix.
that though, man. I
The
know about
woman
that,
then
man.
get whooping at the head side, me bro. The female baller then get whooping at them head side. So it's not like bro, more see the change. Jamaica's been on a negative list with the FIFA for I think it's 4 years now. Yeah, we've been in a bad financial list where them a watch every dollar we spend and every kind we spend. But them don't know Jamaica also. So if man I got script, man a script see where regardless of them I watch them. You understand me? I say cause Jamaica have a different level of us. Because them are just use something where you're ignorant about and go around the system. But the reality of the situation is that we're talking about voting JFF and voting this and voting that. As two man we turn up in the room where do the same exact thing. We have been a part of the same organization for years. We have the same philosophy because if this man was so objective was objective against was objecting about what was happening in relation to the image of the company or whether they would have fixed it, bro. And he's been there for 30 bro, you need 30 years to fix a system, bro. You don't need 30 years to fix a system. And JFF has been a bad system for a very, very long time. So we want people who can forward in and make some radical changes. we don't have, let's say for instance, we don't even have a good we don't have an under 20 league to hone our players that are coming out of the schoolboy football.
Yeah.
We don't have anything of that nature for say, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, Mr. Superman flowing, which say everything I got fixed. But that wasn't the case, my G. You know what I mean? So we have to be realistic, bro. This is just JFF versus JFF, and the winner is gonna be JFF, and that is just it. You know what I mean?
But not only that, Guna, the manifesto that was presented to the public, right? In all honesty, wait, were you able to go through the entire manifesto, JT and Guna?
No.
You weren't able to. Honestly, I wasn't. But the bits that I went through, honestly, when somebody explains something to you, but you have a whole heap more questions after them explain it. That's what the manifesto did to me. There was so
name
many
narrative.
So now I'm like,
Guna, let's bring in the person here with name Tana. Who that? Go ahead, Mwas. Your mic muted. The person with other named Tana. Okay, your mic muted, bro. Okay, I guess he's not speaking. When he's ready, he probably will join. Bro, your mic muted. You have to unmute your mic. Go ahead, Guna. And you just want to give him a chance.
yeah. So Guna. So when I listen, I say, JT, have you listened to it? Have you gone through the full manifesto?
Yes, it's a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Guna. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have 20 minutes out of your time where you just not have nothing to do for 20 minutes, even though you can find probably something productive.
A boxing day, man. Where they are now, we go and chill and roll and smoke and drink and eat food.
But I want you
Chill
really
with
go
family.
through and listen to the manifesto and tell me if you believe that is something that is worthy of being presented to the public. There's so many mere no matter about local elite squad, local this, local
that local elite squad thing. No, that I'm gonna touch on that local elite squad because that's a joke. The person is back again. Let me see who this is. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I Tennessee, man.
Oh, Tennessee.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. But,
All right, go
but
ahead.
JT, me and people are that talk about transparency and everything then in football. Yeah, say if you look around the world, transparency in no football federation, and they set up a way for no transparency in there, see? Because to me, if you realize the last time England played Trinidad.
No, man, you're good, man. You're not mute, man. Tennessee, you there? Tennessee, we are hearing you, no, brother.
Probably not here we.
All right, we'll go ahead till Tennessee forward back.
Yeah, no, man. So you there comment on the money.
JFF take with Tennessee, brother.
Yeah, people, this elite team that they're talking about. Guys, if we can't get them players to leave Jamaica, in what capacity are these guys gonna be elite? You mean we're talking about elite leftovers? Elite players. Remember, Siobhan brought up something in the group today, and this was mind-boggling. Guna, Siobhan brought up a thing that out of the 14 teams in the JPL, I think it was only 20 players or 14 players, Siobhan, who can represent Jamaica at the under 20 level, brother. So that means a be a man you have where 20, 29, and 30 some man with them career just a player. That's the next thing and that they have to move away from in the JPL. That league has to get younger. Anywhere you go around the world, semi-professional league is littered with young players.
And one of the team, just one team alone have 9 players.
Hear that? And a Cavaliers that, me sure.
Yeah, Cavaliers. One team alone have 9 players.
People always blame Mr. Speed them, but Mr. Speed them have the formula. Mr. Speed know that if I full my team of young players, as soon as some leave, I have young players are going to take up the rank. This is why I'm here people from Arnett Garden come on and them are complaining to them players now and get a looking, brother, your team be a 20-odd-year-old people in your team. You need young players who can break through. So when me hear them talk about this manifesto, where it's gonna be an elite local team, an elite local team of
It's so
guys.
nice, man. It's so nice. It's a nice word, you know.
Yeah, man.
Elite. Yeah, it's a nice word, man. So as me say, it's all about narrative, my father. Elite, how? Elite in terms of your training, in terms of ability, or in terms of me just I call myself elite and me not really elite. What is it?
It's a joke,
Yeah,
man.
I guess my prime minister of Jamaica then. Come I just get up and call myself prime minister of Jamaica and become it. Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. It's a as I just mentioned earlier on in the conversation, yeah. We do we 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 are 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 put the donkey. There's a donkey and there's a cat, and there's a whip, and we put the whip first, and then put the cat, and then put the donkey. We not something right with
Yeah.
how we think football is. Not that's number one. And two, realistically, and anybody comes out and try to make a claim that they're gonna be Jamaica centric. Them I mean Jamaica football no good. Jamaica football is not local centric. That's what I should say. It's not local centric. And if you come out and your campaign is saying you're gonna make Jamaica football local centric, you're gonna push Jamaica football backwards 10 years.
But Guna, that's the thing, you know. Remember, I was saying earlier that that I have no confidence in the voters, because remember, it's not me and you that are going to vote, it's not JT, it's not we the fans, who are going to vote, It's the persons who have a stake, who have shares in Jamaican
No,
football.
but Siobhan, this is why when me hear people come on YouTube and I'm talk, me I try explain to the people, them say, people, JFF can't buy me out, but I'm a smart person. I'm sorry to toot my own horn. I think I'm smart enough to realize that we're depending on the people, them. We are depending on JFF to vote out JFF.
Exactly.
like, guys, if you can't understand, say the people them we are depend on we vote out, the people them we want out are the same people them.
Because look at this, JT.
Like,
Somebody,
come on, people.
somebody who have a club,
What the
owners
hell?
of the clubs them in Jamaica, when them hear a candidate say, them are going to depend, they're going to put focus on the local players. You as a club owner are going to say, what? That means my player them are get sell. So guess what that mean? More money for me. So who you think me I go vote for?
Siobhan, I would have continued beat the JFF if we could have get people from outside to run. You see what I say, Guna? If we could have get people from outside, if we come in and then we can rev up the thing and get them people in there, then I would say, yes, let's fight that fight. But to me see the fight, Guna, it come like, oh my God.
I refer again to the old Jamaican adage. Thief never like to see thief with long back. It's just all this that I see a man them, all I man them I same thing. Have the same mindset, all I my same thing. All them want is instead of me have it, you have it. Yo, what going? The whole way I same thing. So you just all it run it off, and you run it off, But at the end of the day, the whole way in I same room, the whole way a thief in I room, my father. And that's the reality. That is the old adage that I will refer to. So when you hear a man say, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna vote for them because my players are gonna get sold. What your players are gonna get sold if the players are not good? How much Jamaican players just leave Jamaica and go to the top league? How much Jamaican players leave Jamaica and go to the top league in the last 3 years?
All right,
before
Guna.
we bring in Walla and Siobhan, and before we bring in
One.
Issa and Siobhan, brother, even let me say this: Travante Stewart, him not gonna be playing in the Serie A again.
I honestly would not be surprised if Travante is in the USL or JPL come January.
It finished for him. He doesn't even make the squad anymore. And after I saw him in the last couple of games, what I said to you guys, I said he's either he end up back in Jamaica or some loan out. Him did look lost. I'm telling the people, like, when you make the big jump, it's like you have no development. You have no development. Well, you have somewhat. Because Jamaican players, Travante Stewart, them weren't really developed, Travante Stewart, them excel based on their pure talent. Travante Stewart was just a good raw talent who he didn't really get help from Jamaica, where the grassroots built him up, and this player came through the under 17, the under 20. He got to play a lot of competitive football at the young age to develop the fundamentals. No, Travante Stewart just did well with what he had. And then he got to a point where it maxed out his potential, where he's just not good enough in the Serie A. I'm not making this up. Go and watch it, guys. The player looked lost. And I thought when Travante Stewart made that jump, I said, it's a kid leaving 6th grade in Jamaica. You send him to Harvard. It was too much of a big jump. He need to finish high school. He need some cape. He need to play in some league in Belgium and get up to the European pace of the game and then go to the Serie A, and then he can understand the European game. You take a man from the JPL and show him in the Serie A and you see what happens. He just gets... It's just
well,
like...
remember, this team is just being promoted, I think, right? That just jump up to the Serie A. So I think they were in Serie B the season before. So they bought him with because when these teams coming up, they don't have a bungler money, right? So they're trying to maximize whatever they have. So what them do is them look for talents that are cheap, or none, are loans, or some free transfers to try bulk up them squad and whatever. And it's not like he was brought in as a big name brand striker who has been scoring 17 goals a season from a league somewhere else let's say Malta. He's not exposed to anything. He's just coming from Jamaica. He had a tremendous season here. So he's brought there with the hopes he may hit the ground running or not. And he's not, because I have solitary Tornado or whatever them name. I have them on my Google. So whenever them are playing a match, me see the live come up on my Google. Yeah,
I actually follow them on my socials as well.
Yeah, I follow them, and the thing is that them get notified, as me say. I do so, but I make sure so when I see the match and pop up, I go look in an Italian match them once me say, as me say, make any notification. So I go look on my app and go look and see what going on over there. So when me basically I say is that the dog not even make the squad them no more. Him not there on the bench.
The squad. Well, what I heard yesterday though, I heard somebody say that he had received a knock on his last international window. I'm not sure which, because I haven't heard, because I said I've been following the club and I haven't seen where the club has listed him as injured or anything. Maybe because it's in Italian, even though I tried to translate it, but it's not.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, and to dispel that even factors of that. Before he went on international duty, he still was making the squad. So the last international window, he wasn't making the squad in the last international window either.
Okay, we're gonna bring in Issa Allen, and while we do that, Siobhan, look how much Travante Stewart was sold for to that club in Italy.
I think it was undisclosed. I think the parties had requested it to be undisclosed.
It's undisclosed. It's undisclosed.
Undisclosed. They're not going to.
Me check already. It was undisclosed.
Okay.
Usually that is the case with the Jamaican players. You realize that you hardly ever hear what a Jamaican player. You don't know what Whisper was bought for by Chelsea.
Only thing we know that it's under $1 million. That's what Fabrizio stated, that it was under $1 million.
It was under $1 million. So it's,
right. So
I think he was injured, but I didn't see Travante pick up any major knocks in that game. Canada game.
$10,000 is under $1 million to you. $5,000 is under. Free is under $1 million too.
All right, so his market value is 100,000 euros. It's his market value. So normally, I would assume that they would have paid less for him. I don't know, but it doesn't show the transfer amount itself. But his market value is 100,000 euros. Oh no, it's actually 100,000. Guna.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually 100,000.
Them pay for him?
Yeah.
Okay, when we did check when he did announce, I'm check. Them never put up the number. Them say undisclosed.
Travante don't attack.
Yeah, see it here. I don't know if you can see it properly.
Okay.
When you go on transfer market till you see it, it's 100,000. It's 100,000 euro.
Okay, Travante Stewart. Okay, there you have it, people. All right. Issa Allen, you're there. You might mute it, brother. We not hear you.
There, man. We just listen and you wanna say.
All right, chip in on.
But season greetings to everybody, come on from before them time though. So season greetings to everybody. One more say me I heard you mention that if there was a chance that there were people from the outside of JFF that were, running for the leadership of the JFF, you would be more inclined to, put your support behind those persons. But what may I say, JT, on one slate, right? You have persons probably about five, six of those persons who are not a part of the JFF, and I believe if that slate were to win, it would be the end of the old JFF, because once you get in those persons who are generally not a part of the JFF, you have a slate where you have man like Issa president. Then you have also you have former West Indies CEO. And you have a couple other persons. I believe that it would be the end of this close circle group of people if that slate were to win. Because once the money get in, it would be easier to have persons who are not a part of the JFF. You know, you have a Keith Wellington, vice president. You have a couple other members who are ordinary members, etc., and running for different posts in the JFF. Once those persons get in, I believe it would be the end of this kind of close circuit or close friends group or the old boys group, because the people who are now there are who are supporting the other slate, more than likely they wouldn't be a part of his team. You know what I mean? Going forward. So I think, to be honest, that it would be the end of if the Anderson slate were to win, it would be the end of the JFF that we now see. That's just my personal belief. Because we see
I,
how the JFF. Yeah, go ahead, Siobhan. Me here,
yeah,
yes.
so you have a good point, but you see when the leader has been the vice president for over the past, the leader has been in football for 37 years now. I don't understand why the person would want to constantly echo that, because that's not a good sentiment to say. Coming from a parish like St. Mary that really hasn't done anything, I can't recall St. Mary ever have dominated in any aspects of Jamaican football.
Siobhan, me
It's
can
not a
stop you?
go on.
Yeah. Brother, the whole world, the whole Jamaica said that man is no leader. You understand? The whole Jamaica see that. So in my
Who is
head,
no leader? Who is no leader?
my name, Anderson, the whole Jamaica see that. You see me, I say, so in my head, me I say, even he will be the quote unquote president, but I know him gonna lead. Me just don't think say him gonna lead. Who me
Well,
as a person, JT, and me know say other persons are like that. Raymond Addison a lead, farmer, West Indies CEO, decorated leader. Raymond Anderson a lead, current Issa president. Them man
but
they go sit down and make Raymond Anderson lead them.
but to be honest, because I want to tackle this Issa
Do you
situation as
hold
well.
on, hold on there,
Not
Shaban.
your name,
Give me 1
Not your
second.
name, but
Shaban, give
yeah,
me
go
one
on.
second.
Yeah, go ahead,
Me
Willie.
ask a caller this. Me ask a caller this, my father.
With up on the panel, man.
So yeah. Me ask the panel is this. Yeah, me I said though, bro.
Yeah.
You're saying you think it will be a better slate than the current one that we have in, right?
No, what me I
And you're
look
saying the
for.
West Indies, the West Indies man. How is West Indies football now? Not cricket now. How is West Indies cricket?
He's not the president right now.
No, he was.
He
Yeah, he
was.
was.
Yeah, so how it look now? Cause it must be if he was part of the system,
You,
which oversaw the failure of West Indies cricket globally.
you remember things that happened during his tenure?
There were some good things that did happen though, because I watch West Indies cricket.
You see the what you call it now?
Because
Where
he's the one who came in with the retainer contract.
that's what I was
Because
going to
one
mention.
of the things that was happening to West Indies cricket were players use West Indies cricket to get the highlight, and they move off to the IPL, the English the India Premier League. And when it's time for them to get called up for West Indies cricket, they don't take the call up. So he came up with a thing that came up with the retainer contract, where certain players get retainer contract for white ball cricket and red ball cricket. And he also set up a thing where the revenue had to be split, where players in the region who play like 4-day cricket get some kind of money for playing cricket as well.
I'm very close to that because I'm a cricketer. So I play parish cricket. I play senior cup, I play junior cup. I play senior cup, and the retainer contract is not only for males, it's also for the females.
Yeah, so he did some good things there,
You
but
understand?
he had a bad relationship with players like
players.
Marlon Samuels and those guys who were like the bully players. And
the reason for that is the retainer kind of cut, the retainer for the region kind of cut into the senior players paycheck. And that was the big problem that most of the senior players were having. Let me just explain to Gunnar. They had a MOU which state that they would get a certain amount. What the players are saying, that without them knowing, which is the WIPA, which is the Players Association, and the West Indies board, they went back on the MOU. That's what the players are saying.
No, but what the players wanted there, Allen, was players wanted to negotiate with the West Indies individually and skip out WIPA, and Dave Cameron wasn't for that.
Because they said that the WIPA president was to buddy with the West Indies president, and they're saying that the WIPA, which is the Players Association president, should have been more, for the players. But what they're saying, they never get to negotiate. You see me? They had a MOU, which they thought they were going to get a certain amount, and when it came down to it now, it wasn't the amount that was in the MOU. And that is where the whole riff, and that's where the players back out on the India tour. But just to say, when I go too deep into that, as I say, I'm close to the cricket as well, because as I said, I play senior cup and thing. So he did all of that, you know what I mean? Retainer contracts for when players in the region want to play, they have what they call it now. It's like a franchise cricket in Jamaica. So you play senior cup for your parish, which I play for St. James. Then they have like a franchise now where you can get players from other parishes to play together in the T20, and they also have a 1-day tournament, which you have a franchise, meaning it's not the parish, but you have players from other parishes that can come and represent. It's like an auction, just like the IPL. The players and whatever, and those players are on retainer, they get paid. You see me I say?
And when Dave Cameron got voted out, brother, right before Dave Cameron got voted out, the point when he got voted out, West Indies cricket was making a turn, because what happened
that's when they won the series in England, when Sheop scored in tons of runs.
No, man. It was when they won this series in the Caribbean.
It was in the Caribbean. I thought it was in England. Sorry. Yeah. You're right.
They wiped out because what happened is he promoted a man called Pybus, who is the South African, and he was the man who was in charge of the West Indies High Performance Academy. So Pybus had known all the players who were coming through that U19 team that won the World Cup, and some of these senior players. He had worked with them before, so he knows some of their flaws and their strengths and their weakness. When the man win the series, then when Skerrit won now, this rumor start coming out that they don't want no white man. We don't have to need a white man to coach West Indies cricket. And them choked the man and brought in Phil Simmons, who was coaching Ireland and Afghanistan. And West Indies cricket went back down right after that again. I thought that was the bad move that they did by removing Pybus, who was a part of the high performance center for West Indies cricket.
But going back to my formative point now, Gona, is that I don't see Raymond Anderson leading them man there. That's all I'm saying. I don't see Raymond Anderson leading them man there. I just think with people that were outside of the JFF coming in on one slate, I think it would be the end of the old regime. That's my thinking. You see, because once them the man they get in, it's just like the old JFF. Once them the man they get in, we will now have the ability to have other persons be included, whether it be voting pool or become members of the JFF. That is just my thinking. If the old regime win, it's the same old thing again. You see me I say?
But Issa,
You have a point.
Issa,
You have a
alright,
point.
Issa,
You
make a valid
have a
point.
point.
Him have a point. Him have a point.
You have a valid point, Issa. But me I have a but in this. Guess
Yeah,
why?
man, go ahead.
You listen to the manifesto, right?
Yes,
And the
sir.
manifesto is usually outlining your vision and your plans for your regime.
We
So
can't even stop it there,
unless
sir. We can't even
no,
stop it there, sir.
hold on, Issa
We
man,
can't even stop it there, sir.
hold on, man, Issa, hold on, man.
Yeah,
So
we can't even stop it there, sir, Shaman.
no,
I got you.
so they laid out their that was he laid out his plans. Well, not even say he paid somebody to lay out his own plan. And the plan that he laid out for the future and the plans that he has for Jamaican football. Unless those individuals that you mentioned, the other persons that are on his slate, unless those persons come out and say, say real and truly, when I agree with what Mr. Anderson say. You see, until them come out and say that, I am going to go off what was said in that manifesto.
Okay.
And
I
we
think
all know that what was laid out in that manifesto, Issa, is worse than what we currently have right now. Not talking about the people, the personnel,
yeah.
the plan itself that they laid out. Remember, nobody never hold a gun to them head and tell them to do this or that, They willingly paid for a space, paid for those suits, paid for the JPS bill to put out that information to the public for the public to hear their plan. So defend that part now.
All right. The first thing I'm gonna say, the last president, the current president, in his
Never have
last
none.
run for election,
Never have none.
he run for election without any manifesto, any plan. We never hear nothing
Exactly.
at all.
No, so guess what?
Well, and this coming one, we hear nothing at all from the president. We didn't even see him. But yet he is the candidate that everybody think in Jamaica that is right now winning the race. You see me I say? So even if this manifesto is not what we want it to be, or it's not even ideal, and some of the stuff them are pie in the sky, or whatever it may be, the other person have known, we don't know where I come with. And the fact is, what we have seen him done in his last run, coming up to now, appear garbage most of the time. You see me I say? So are we really paying attention to a manifesto when the other candidate don't even have one to start with, and his previous run for office, he never have one either?
That's why Guna said.
And then JT, what that says to me is because the manifesto is for the public. I think the people who have vote don't care about the manifesto. And
Yeah, I think Mr. Ricketts is just pretty disrespectful in that way. I think Mr. Ricketts is saying, like, I don't even need to show no manifesto. Bro,
in the bag. He said that because the people who have vote, he can't go talk to them by one. Just but the manifesto. And I don't know when I tell them, and I don't. You know what? That's what I'm saying. The football is in like, it's like the dark.
But Issa, that's why what Guna said is 100% spot on. This election thing here is a sham.
It's a joke, man. Guna never say a better thing because look on this. What Ricketts tell them to vote for him? What am I tell them? What am I tell them? Him not come up with no manifesto. And I know Ricky's not telling them nothing about football. Me know that. Can't they not go my grave right now? I'm not telling them nothing about football. I'm not giving them no plans. I'm not giving them nothing. Because he's not the one coming up with those plans.
We disagree with Issa 100%.
Go ahead, Tennessee.
We disagree with Issa 100%.
All right, go to Tennessee. Issa say,
no make no sense, Bridget.
All right, me here.
Say, the man them tell you what them are going to do. But them are going to create local elite squad. And it's 98 bag of foolishness. And them man they talk about, I go come in and them are going to change.
Tennessee.
Change what?
Tennessee, let me advise you, just take a time and think about what you're saying.
Listen.
You are telling me that what me are saying make no sense, but you are siding to go with a man in his first run. He never tell you what I'm going to do. And you see what I'm do? Foolish. Second run now, him come. Him not tell you what I'm going to do. What you expect to go happen?
Listen. Me people attack this thing like we are going to get a perfect organization and people are coming and
No,
them go,
Tennessee. Hold on. Me know where you
Hold
take.
on.
Me know where you take some minor things and turn it into big issues.
No, hold
Who
on.
the talk about not gonna go perfect? Ooh.
Beg
You
help
might
with that.
probably hear one and two somebody a talk like that, but don't come and talk publicly.
Beg help with
Like
that.
say, if the whole Jamaica say if you get Anderson, everything is going to be perfect. Don't talk. Me know why you talk about them little small things there.
Listen up,
Because
listen.
that's not the majority of people, bro. Everybody knows.
All right.
Everybody
Hold on,
knows. Everybody knows it's not a
Tennessee.
win-win.
Me love that you and Tennessee. I kick it off the real way. Tennessee,
Yeah.
at Christmas, you know, so me know say Tennessee now work today.
Yeah.
No.
Me take a
just
call
want
from
to say
Double.
Tennessee. Everybody
Yeah.
knows it's not going to
Listen,
be a
Hold on,
win-win.
Double, come on.
Me
Double,
take a
say
call
something.
from Double. And remember, him can't.
Yeah, but Issa me want to talk to him. I hear me?
Yeah, man,
He
I hear it
can
loud and
hear
clear,
you,
but
but
JT
you
run the
can't
show.
hear him. And me
No,
go
me I
solve
hear.
that. Double. Me go solve that for the new year because me have to just buy a thing where merge the two audio them. I'm gonna get that sorted out for the new year. But as of now,
Alright,
he can
so-
hear you, but you can't hear him. So go ahead.
All right, but me say what me answer quick. All right, so when we don't talk, me hang up and hear it.
All right.
No, Tennessee and I, what am I saying? Tennessee, I can hear you, but he's saying that he's going to take a call.
No,
He's saying
Issa,
that
him
he's
not
going
gonna
to take
hear
a
you.
call.
Issa, him
No,
not
me
gonna
hear
hear you.
I'm here way as someone.
Come out to the manifesto after the holiday, so we not for just wait cause the man them about a marketing strategy where them say people now go pay no whole heap of attention to manifesto in a Christmas, so them a come out with them after, and then when any man in their right mind we love football. When if me a Raymond and this manifesto, me that run like thief. Because JT the man them said them gonna create an elite squad at Jamaica and call the overseas players.
For join.
Overseas players if needed. Key word, if needed. So that means when the man them tell us right now the overseas players play them a second choice. Them
Hey, don't say that. Don't say. Oh, you can't hear
Remember
me?
they talk about passport too. Remember they talk about passport as well.
In can't in double can't una have make the point when him as me tell you say New Year's
Okay. I'm
me go
sorry.
solve that. Yeah, me go solve that in a New Year's where him can't hear because I think it affect me sure. So in a New Year's me go solve that. But continue double. After that Tennessee and Issa una can tackle him point them. See?
Yeah,
Right.
so the man them so them gonna call the overseas players player them if needed, brother. So with that said, brother, I watch you know, right? Where them not understand, and then so them gonna have practice game, and them gonna do this, and them gonna do that. So who them gonna have the practice game with when the other country them are good enough football only allow player to come in a FIFA window, and all of the FIFA window them you gonna have game where make sense. That means if a FIFA window open and the rest are gonna play, they're not gonna play a practice game, they're gonna play a game of substance. So with that said, JT, Mr. Raymond and this thing them a joke, yeah, man. You know, make no sense, and nobody will love football not to support them. I bet I will stick to the local. All right, this is just me. In a heavy thing and heavy way in the world, a certain amount of corruption is acceptable. And if me I live with this a little corruption, brother, me I get my football, me go and take it, brother. Right? I definitely.
Yeah.
All right. What may I say? He's a cut me off, you know. He's a don't want me to.
All right.
But what may I say? Zane? Me not make a point say people are say this and say that. When people are really look into say FIFA just as corrupt as the JFF. You understand? So if you head of the organization co-op by vote, everything. So what you think I got done I smaller one them? After I splinter group them. And I see them system. But when me I say, me hear the man them come out a JT and the man them say same thing with the Bob Selico, but then local elite squad, and I talk about we can go around the world and find everybody who have a passport. So, can the man then tell me what they mean? Me don't want to hear nothing more from them, brother. Because man them don't come out in the public and state. Man then they say, well, we are going to kind of hide it a little bit and say something else and make people them know. The man they come out and talk their intention. So when the man them come in, all right, if them win now and they start do them thing about the matter, nobody can complain because they already tell you. Yeah, you understand? And I not like they hide it and say, well, we are going to do this and we are going to do that. And every time you hear man come out and talk about 98, me don't want to hear nothing from him. Because JT, we're going to 98, can't happen again.
Yeah, it's not that kind of
Tennessee, there's also a part. Tennessee, there's
Go,
also
go
a
ahead, go ahead.
part. Yeah, there's also a part of the manifesto they were explaining, and I honestly need clarification. If we have players like Leon Bailey and Bowser in a camp, whenever the club need them, the club we call them and we send them back. So me have to wonder if them people they actually understand how football actually work. Because me knows that the next we around, we have to call the player them do it international window and the club release them. So based on where they must say, I could be wrong, if I'm wrong, tell me something that them say,
That is about.
That them say, exactly. So Leon Bailey and Shamar Nichols is going to be here in Jamaica. And when the club ready for them play a match, the club call them and them
I
go.
see one better night bully beef and rice.
So me I wonder now, which is a different federation them are gonna work on now, and a FIFA them are work with again.
Look so.
So
All right.
Isa
Let me
remember
get
you
that
know.
talk. Let me get that
Yeah.
talk.
Nah
Let me
man,
get
a good time.
Shaban, hold on there.
Yeah.
Hold on there. Yeah, let me stay for a second. All right. So, but just go listen. Something about the manifesto just now on YouTube. We can go look it up at Sportsman. All right, cool. So that man is a madman, man. Hold on there. Issa the G same name.
Yeah.
Issa, you know some certified madman that man.
Just cool no man.
You
Fit
yourself
already,
are a
bro.
good time to my father. You reason like an idealist, and me is a realist. So me look at things realistically. Me no look at things idealistically. Because idealistically is just what you want to happen.
Yes,
Realistically is what you when you look at your experiences and based on the context that is presented to you, you look at it real and say this look like this I got. Them man they are madman, my father. Them man that me just I watching something a while ago. When you can't go look people, the man them just I tell you say big man thing. We are gonna move Jamaica football back to 1998. Me no business what una vote we in. I will move back Jamaica football back to 98. But we are gonna build some field. Because we're all about building up the local
infrastructure.
when we want to build field we're good. Now, all right, me is not a footballer, right? Everybody on the platform is supposed to know what me do for a living, right? Cool. However, because my work bring me all over the world, I've got to experience at closer than the normal person a lot of football because ball game are my thing. So, for instance, if I go Africa, I go play ball. If I go France, I go play ball. If I go Germany, I go play ball. Wherever I go play some ball. Cool. Now, based on the experience that I have gathered, which is very limited, let's say it's 0.001% of experience in football. Football is not about just feel alone. What I've come to observe is that a lot of football is actually a thing called an academy. And based on what me understand, football is not developed just on a field alone. Football is developed on an academy as well to hone your skills then. So let me give an example. Once upon a time, I went to a country called Portugal. And in Portugal, the man then played street football on some concrete pitch. So within like the buildings them, you would find a football field in between the building them, like a football area, a little fence round place. And I basically play ball on the concrete, which is close football, and then play with a softer football, so the ball boom as much as the now. Then play with a softer football, right? So the ball stay more up on the ground. And it's all about basically close skills, because a whole heap of person are playing a small little cage. Technically, that is what my experience in Portugal. So when you go in there, so if you're not fit, you go in there for 5 minutes time, you bust and run out back. And you can, you change out. So I see they saw how them develop. So I said that is why Portugal ball of them so skillful, because them play in a small cage. I go to France and them set up a semicircle where you can't enter to score. No, you can't kick the ball from outside of the semicircle. So you have to the inside of the semicircle to score. So if you can't kick a ball from half line and score in France, them say it no count. You have the inside of the circle in order to score a goal, for it count as a goal. So now you understand why them create so much elite level defenders and elite level strikers, because everybody have to bungle up in a little semicircle in order to defend and in order to score. So that's why them have so much top centre half. France have probably about 10 top level centre half. So when you experience them little thing there, you understand now, say, as me say, 0.001% of football knowledge. Me have, right? Me understand one thing. Football is not developed on a football field. Football is developed in an academy or a school or something of that nature. Similarly, when I went to Kenya, I saw the same exact thing. So me just make you know, say, based on what me understand and what me just hear a while ago, that is going against my brain. Because now my brain, me have to screw out my brain and screw it in upside down and back and front and put it on the wrong side in order to understand where the man they just say a while ago. Them man they are planning to move Jamaica football backwards. And if they and as we say, bro, me now work off on a narrative when we want to happen. Oh, yes, I would like this to happen. And these guys have experience and blah blah blah. It sounds nice and good on paper. But when me hear a man propagating to the world, say, listen, me want to move Jamaica football back to 1998. Me don't want to look across the world, see how Africa where them a play. Them not a feel over there, a dirt, some red dirt, where the ball fly all about the place and you have to develop skills. Pandas, them have worse feel than enough I feel them in Jamaica. Literal red dirt field where the ball bomb water upon the field, where some big pool and the ball drop in there, ball drop, blush, and water splash up in your face. River, some river and some gully upon the field, and the man them develop some of the finest footballers the world see. So when a man had said to me, say, all he want is build up some football field and make Jamaica's national team centric, no, Jamaica centric, knowing that we have a World Cup qualifying starting next year, and this election is in January, and we want to have a new team of people coming in. I agree with Tennessee. Stick to the Evo, you know.
Yep. And Guna, also, you see what you hear is just the front height. You don't hear the worst height yet. That me I tell you, you don't hear the worst of the manifesto yet. So if you continue
Father,
listen,
listen something a while ago, brother. The whole time I see me quiet there, I want to know that they are guys.
If you listen, let me tell you something. If you listen to it, if you listen to the whole light, no, if you would listen to the whole light, Guna, the amount of bad word you come tell Issa a while ago. Me nah I don't tell you. Me nah I don't talk.
Bro, listen all light and I'm trying to be diplomatic because of Boxing Day. Oh. And a festive season. No fun. Them man, they are madman. In order to understand what them just say a while ago. Remember, as somebody stated, the manifesto is supposed to dictate how you plan to implement your. It's basically a list of your plans. They actually sat down, put together a 26-page manifesto, 26-page, father. Me not ever sign a 26-page contract ever in my life. If too much page upon it, me start get suspicious. The man them write down a 26-page manifesto, and basically when me just hear a while ago, them man they want you turn your brain back and front, upside down, and put it on the wrong side to understand what them just say. Because basically they're not talking nothing about making Jamaica's football better. It's actually making Jamaica's football worse. And why I say this is I will just address one simple point, my G. The world is moving towards finding nationals who are born in other countries, who qualify for other countries, because the world is so multifaceted now. Before, there was people who had racist things in their system to prevent people from outside their country from representing national teams. Now you have people who are born in France representing Spain. People who are born in Spain representing Argentina. People who are born in Jamaica representing England. People who David Trezeguet is born in Argentina, him become a superstar footballer for France. That is a couple of years ago, bro. Like 20 years ago. Cool? Now that is the football from them time, the 20 years ago. You know. Remember when we went to the World Cup 1998, 25 years ago, over 25 years ago. We were going to a World Cup where there was David Trezeguet there, who was born in Argentina. And France, I said, me now make a play for Argentina, more I complain. Remember, say France is a hotbed of talent. France is that big country with holy power. Right? Them man, they try to get players to play for them who are not born in their country. America do it. Canada do it. Canada's best player, maybe best player. Yeah, Canada's best player who couldn't play for Ghana. That's a homeboy there. What name? Alfonso Davis. Him couldn't play for Ghana. Him could represent Ghana. Because they same band. Him play for Canada instead. Canada give him everything possible, brother. More I can play for it. Canada is ahead of Jamaica. America is recruiting players from all over the world. Right? Pulisic couldn't play for Croatia. Okay? Now, these countries are better than Jamaica. Would we say Canada is better than Jamaica? Would we say Mexico is better than Jamaica? And
By
these
far.
countries are recruiting players not born in their country who are nationals or qualified to play for them. Spain, would you say Spain is better than Jamaica? Would you say France is better than Jamaica? Why France has said the whole lot of people
Morocco,
born
hold on. You're not call the main country. Morocco reach a semi-final of the World Cup. How much of them players actually born? Exactly.
We do all that the defense.
Jamaica Guna.
So that is where football is at now. Hold on. Let me make the point. It's so long-winded, but let's remember long. So we are talking about the best. We're talking about the countries them who are players who qualify for other countries who them are run down to represent them. And we, Jamaica, who is way down at 60 something in terms of where we're there, in terms of the world, in terms of teams, we them was a 63. And you have the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 teams them in the world, top teams them in the world, who are Germany, the whole of them have people can qualify for other people. Now we decide that this team that is coming in, or that wants to come in, are deciding that we are going to go the opposite of where the top 10 teams in the world are doing, and everybody in the CONCACAF who is doing better than us is doing. We are going to do the opposite of that.
But Guna, Guna, even here Trinidad, the people of Trinidad are pleading with the government for them to change them rules so that they can have players from outside of Trinidad come play for them. Because right now Trinidad is only appearance. So Trinidad is literally lobbying for their government to change the law so that grandparents can qualify, or even great grandparents to some extent. But yet still, we want to go back. You can't tell me, say no, I can never hear that manifesto and believe said that man is the right. Outside, the man could have walked with Messi come and press conference. No matter who him want come with, if you come with that plan there, remember, it's your plan, You see, unless him come out and say, guys, what I put out in the manifesto, it was just chat GPT make it for me. That's why I put it out. You see, if him come out and tell me that, I feel better.
But Chevan, me watch them money. I watch them money from them team. A man named Coveted Stewart call the English players them rejects. Last year, like him did 20 years ago. Last year. I used to have the money for your team, and then you are come out and I remember, first people I say, oh, Coveted Stewart not on the team. Coveted Stewart, I just and get to the Coveted Stewart. But every minute when they in, and they have the controversy, I want to Coveted Stewart. So, you're going to tell me now, say, me if you support them man the way I call current player, we play for Jamaica right now, rejects. Me can't support them man, brother. No matter where you come with, you understand? You could have tell me, say, I'm going to take him out and put it on a light post. Me not believe you. Brother, me see Captain Burl me in a power. And people say, boy, Captain Burl in there too long, and I want to get him out because he give somebody else a chance. When the next man come out, brother, him coming a president, I'll keep my hands a beat with. And him and them say, a Captain Burrell him sabotage him. Then you know where you get yourself in there before you do it. You understand? If you go up against Captain Burrell and Jack Warner, you know where you get him a sabotage. Me do the same thing too. Zin, because you come out and say you can't do a better job than me, go and go do it. When you go in and you feel, you go say Captain Burrell them and Jack Warner them a sabotage you. Brother, let me tell you something. A lot of people say, boy, change this, change that, and change this, and burn down this and burn down that. And when we get the changes we want, we can stand up and face it. Because people say, Rick is not doing nothing, way, all kind of thing. To me, I come from Burrell time, I think Rick is a better president than Captain Burrell. I tell you. And people say Captain Burrell is the best president.
Damn.
You understand? Me would say that right now.
Man, they make people beat you in Tennessee.
They can beat all they want. I never have to sit up, but then come. But what me say?
Hold on,
Hold
the
me ask you,
Tennessee.
brother.
People, just
Me not
remember.
say we don't want to change
1 second,
it.
Tennessee. Let me just ask them to hit the like button. People, the likes now move on the video. 100 away in here, and we just have 50 likes on the video. People, just hit the like button so we know if we do this again. Please, please, and thanks. Hit the like button. Continue, Tennessee.
Me not say we don't want to change it, see? And we want to change up the thing. But you see, then kind of changes when we hear people talk about that now. Because if you check every football federation, that's a problem. Same kind of voting, same thing. Every man buy a vote. So how do you expect this one to go different? You understand? I see him thing. Check every football a federation. The last time, all right, look at Nigeria. The last time Nigeria make FIFA more and pay girls them directly. No? If JFF so bad as starting to we. Then why Nigeria cause them to want pay the girls them directly.
And people, if you know, say FIFA is like a mafia too, you know, bro.
Oh, you mean for mafia?
People need to understand, saying you see how the JFF operate. I saw the politics big in a FIFA, you know, because FIFA, if JFF wasn't a mirror of FIFA, FIFA wouldn't allow the JFF to operate the way they're operating.
Okay.
So FIFA is no FIFA. You know, see what does happen with FIFA over there. I want whole heap of man get chop up in. I want whole heap of thing where people are push money on the table if you vote to sell World Cup. So FIFA is a big member. Italy, FIFA start Tennessee.
Yeah. All right. Look at this, you know. You remember last time England played Trinidad in a World Cup match? England played Trinidad in a World Cup match to get Jack one and forget the Caribbean for get the vote from the Caribbean for vote for him and make England get the World Cup. And because Qatar get it, you know, they come out you know, think the same and them destroy Jack one and all of them.
Yeah, man, it come like brother, them things come like the mafia. People need to remember say Italy the mafia come from, you know. What them man do is they have like FIFA, them run off, them have secret for them one another. And Switzerland. Oh, somebody has said Switzerland.
Switzerland it base, man.
Hello?
But a lot of Italians tend to tend to have a stronghold in a FIFA. If you look at the history of FIFA.
Yeah, no Platini. Yeah, most likely them European, the French and the Italians.
The Italians are the most strength in a FIFA throughout the years. But somebody say Switzerland. Agree. Yeah. Thanks for the for correcting me there. But if you look at how they operate, it's like me have some secrets for you, and you what? Me will work with you, you know, and Cypher have money and you get vote on them thing there. But this is the moment you cross one of them big countries like France, Italy, England, and Germany, heads are gonna fall. Anytime one of them country they forget the World Cup and them gateway to some other country, people will get fired. May I tell you that's how FIFA work. So FIFA is not just all this clean slate. So the way of the JFF, even Nigeria, one time that's how Nigerian football got banned. The government got involved in a football in Nigeria. I think the government got involved.
That be word there, please, JT. I'm afraid that be word there. You have some people that get up and probably tell about so forget banned again.
Yeah, man. So FIFA is like a mafia, people. So that's why me just ease up and say, you see the JFF thing, people. If I follow up JFF, it make me lose my love for football and my interest. So I will double and talk about them now and then, but for the most part, I will be talking about football. Because the JFF, me does not have the passion there. Because to me know say it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me.
We can influence it. So yeah, that's the worst thing.
Yeah, it's like Siobhan, it's like me come and me knock on your door every day and nobody in our house. Like one day me have to just make sense and say me stop. Me not see the sense of me doing that every day.
And JT, you know, me just contemplate just now. I know nobody say me pick up Anderson now, you know, but if you think about it, you know, suppose the manifesto is to appease the voters.
Okay, like them give him a series of things that they want.
Yeah, and then him just give them that information there. Because that JT, there's no way you can get up out of your mind and know so you want better the football in Jamaica, and you go to that plan there. Or you have to build stadium in Jamaica and you can't even build a stadium. You can't even build a field, much less in a St. Mary.
Brother, and this just look unorganized.
But
It look
that the man say, man, go do. The man say, point blank say, I am. When himself day one, him want build field. He's known as Raymond the Builder. This is a quotation from the man himself, father. The man said he's known as Raymond the Builder, so he's gonna build fields.
Guna,
This man said nothing about building an academy or putting up academy structures throughout the 14 parishes of Jamaica, which is what we need. We need academy structures throughout the 14 parishes of Jamaica. That is what we need. Them don't have the money to do it. Them find some way to do it. I'm certain that they can find volunteers in Jamaica. Them can find volunteers in a space. You can find your people will come and assist if they think that what they're doing it for is for a notable cause, bro.
But Guna,
The man said he's known as the builder. So I'm gonna build some field in the middle of the desert,
but Guna,
and he'll go and pick some ball and eat that. Jamaica improve.
This is something that I have always studied and admired Adidas for. This is the reason why I respect Adidas over Nike. You see what Adidas does in all of the countries that they actually sponsor? Adidas themselves has their own academy. And I myself have said it to Mr. Chung before. Mr. Chung, have you ever approached Adidas pertaining to, because those in Europe can attest to this. JT, you probably see it as well. Adidas have them look at football, something and them thing where them put
even
up.
even Red Bull, bro. Even Red
Exactly.
Bull, they drink them.
And them have the workshop something them too, where them go about and them have the workshop where them come in and them train you for your 2 week or whatever, right?
So I have said it to Mr. Chung. Mr. Chung, have you ever approached Adidas pertaining to like the development of Jamaican football? Because I know Adidas would not mind, because guess what?
No,
the more kids. No, you know, I'm telling you, the reason I'm saying that, JT, if the footballers them are in Jamaica, the youths them in Jamaica who play football, them in our Adidas Academy growing up. And let's say out of 100 of them, 10 of them become like a whisper level. Who do you think them are going to more resignate to? Nike or Adidas when them sign a contract?
So, Siobhan, what I want to say is the name Raymond the Builder scares the living hell out of me.
No, me know that, you know, JT.
No, hold on.
I know me if you tell, Issa if you tell.
No, all right, so let me just clear up point here. Issa, the name Raymond the Builder, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way because it's coming from a person who has been there for 30-something years. And you decided to wake up today and start building. I'm saying, Raymond, where did you, what prompted you to start to want to build now after 30 years? I'm very, and just Raymond just always look a bit disheveled, like him jacket suit, no straight. Like,
yo.
All right, Jay Taylor. You know what scares me about the situation, Jay Taylor?
I'm just sorry. He always
Jay Taylor, you know what scares me about the situation? You know what scares me about the situation? This man is basically saying, feel, make baller.
No.
So you see, I understand, and when Savan bring up an interesting point a while ago. Maybe he's saying things to appease the people that want to vote for him, and them say, "Yo, listen, me, we want more feel." So I'm say, "All right, we gonna get more feel." You know, a politics, this, you know. So you want more feel, all right, we're gonna get more feel, all right. Yeah, man, we want more. We all of them can get contracted, so we can get some big food, all right. So we're gonna focus on the Jamaican local ball of them. And way. No. That is one thing, you know. We can give the benefit of the doubt and say, all right, cool. It may be saying things to appease. One, if and when he gets in and he doesn't follow through with these promises that he has made and decide to go opposite direction, the same people that are voting in are gonna start going to get him out. That is one. Two, if he follows through with what he's going to do with Jamaica, I go start go up on football field, go kick milk box pan that. Because back way we go. We are start roll up some milk box. We are start put some newspaper in a milk box and broke down the four end them and kick it pan football field. Cause back way we are going to football. We not play no football no more. We not play soccer no more. We are roll up some milk, we are get a milk box, shoot down some newspaper and some old socks and some old things in it and knock down the four in them and play ball with that card. That's how we are go back. So that is a scary thing to me, MG. This dude is in a precarious position. You understand me, I say?
Who knew that? Yo, we're gonna get to that. Brethren, but we have a caller. Before we take that caller, I just believe that Raymond Anderson just doesn't inspire me. You know, when you see certain people, they just, even if they're talking, you can see that it's a lot of rhetoric. And you can see through what they're saying that it's not real. I just can't take Mr. Anderson serious. He look like him just wake up and smile. Say, Raymond, you have a meeting right now and him just pull on him clothes and him run out of the house. Or he just doesn't look prepared. He doesn't look ready.
JT,
But
the funniest thing.
Siobhan, you have a call on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
All right, so I don't have a foot in this heart. You know, I don't have a horse in what you call it,
In the race.
horse in this race, right? I personally think that this is a sham to keep Mr. Ricketts in power. Because why all of a sudden this man come from nowhere who's been in there for so long, right? But I heard you just mention in clothes and in suit. Mr. Ricketts, he looks shaky too.
Yeah, he
right?
looks quite disheveled as well. Mr. Ricketts, he look worse. He look like been no like him no iron and yard, like him not pressing clothes, them him just show up. And maybe that is just the JFF protocol. These guys don't present themselves very well.
Their speech and everything about them is just off. But let me ask everybody, are you guys satisfied with this current administration?
They can hear you, but you're not gonna hear them. As far as me, caller, my take on this is this. We are
just ask them. Ask 81 and let me know if they satisfied with this administration.
Are you guys satisfied with the administration?
JT, you know my answer.
No, I would. Caller, that's Mr. Allen. All right. Caller, it sounds like it's Tennessee. It's Tennessee. Go ahead, caller.
Yes. So, I think at the end of the day, Jamaica football is still gonna lose. Because whichever one of these guys stay in or back in, it's the same old, same old. When this, Mr. Chung, to be honest with you, I don't think these guys put, football first. I listen to the other side talk. They're going back in the past. It's not going to work. And the current administration, we can only cross our fingers and hope to God that they learn something and try to move forward. But to me, at the end of the day, it's a lose-lose situation, for Jamaica. What say you?
No, I listen, I always say, even with a barely functioning JFF, Jamaica football can get the results. Because I think at the end of the day, the result is going to ultimately come on the field. I know logistics and the shenanigans around the team affect team performance. But I think with quality players, good coach, and putting out the best team out there, we still have a chance to compete at the highest level, even with a barely functioning JFF. That's my point of view on it.
So you're saying that even though the United credits and all the shenanigans after JFF, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand, we still have to, we can't do nothing about it, right? We still have to use them. But you admit that there is room for improvement, right? There's a lot
Come
of
on,
effort.
Carla. Remember, so we do this for almost 2 years. Well, my channel started
but it seems to me, like some of you guys is giving them a pass.
No,
right?
We're not giving them a pass,
that's
Carla.
the point. Even though we get that result against Canada, thank God, you have a Damian Lowe second half player, because everybody can say this and say that. It was Damian Lowe, and tricks, right? Which was just a red card away. But thank God for him, and I respect. That was what all of us talking about the JFF right now, because if we have never made that second half against Canada, I bet left of us, we'll be singing another song right now. And thank God, you're for that.
But Carla, with the JFF, I feel like it's like I have a 22, like a little mini firearm. A 22, I may fire at a presidential vehicle that is bulletproof. I need a rocket propelled grenade, or I need more artillery, and I need to call in the F-16s or something, or a tank. It's just I'm firing with a little 2-2. It nah fire through the window. Them nah. You know what I mean? So I
JT.
that realization
JT.
already.
You're not even reach the window, my father. It a drop before it
JT,
reach him.
ask him. JT, ask him if
The most
What-
that
what-
we can do
Shaban?
is support the football.
Go ahead,
no,
Carl.
no. Oh,
The more we can do is support the football and hope, you know what I mean? You know, because we do have some good players and, you know, we have a good coach. And all we can do is stand behind them and support them and wish the best and hope for the best, right? And I hope the JFF, you know, because I know them are listening, right? Guys, come on, we can do better. You know, listen and look and learn from the mistake last year and the year before and try to do much better.
I think they
I know
want
we
to
don't
do
have
better.
much
Carla, I trust me.
Yeah.
With all the crap the JFF is doing, I don't think the JFF want to do worse. I think they want to do better. I don't think the JFF, no matter what's been said, I don't think those guys are excited with the backlash that they keep getting. I don't know any human who would be excited with that backlash.
They don't see to me. It's just that's just what I heard. He's talking about, oh, you know, the bus was just 5 minutes late, and the luggage was just an hour delay, and he's not taking responsibility. That's why I
But
said
Carla,
I think
may I
that
tell
they
you
want
from
better.
now, you know, may I tell you from now, going into the New Year's, I won't be doing this with the JFF thing because it absorbed a lot of my energy this year. And
Yes.
I'm for the football, and I for real, like I thought when I created my channel, I thought enough channel were out there already who have their foot on the
Yes.
JFF neck, which we will like. But I need to talk football
So
next
you are
year.
saying to me now, right,
Mhm.
that you are not. I'm not. You are not a basher of the JFF, even if they do wrong. That you know, what I mean, that you're
No,
not gonna
Carl,
call it
I'm
out.
not saying that. I want the same result that the people who are bashing the JFF, but I don't think that is that is not my calling on YouTube.
Yes, I'm not saying that has to be your car, but just as there's a guy that was saying, Jason Guna, talk about reality from what, and this is what I'm saying to you. Whenever time they say something to Mr. Chung about something that happened or to Mr. Ricketts, what they do, they double down. They never take responsibility. They never say we're sorry. All they say is just 5 minutes that they made that wait, and you know the gears just come a day late, and that's my point. You saying that the backlash, right? And that you think that they're embarrassed. From what I've seen when they're in interviews, first of all, this is what I'm trying to say to you, right? I'm a father right now. I have 3 boys, 5 years apart, 7 years. They're like all different age groups. And my first son come to me and said, "Daddy, the way you're doing to my brothers, you did not do that to me. You treat me different." And I said, "Son, from each child I learn different, and I apologize because from each of you guys I learn different, and I become a better parent from each one. And me and my son good now. From what I've seen with Mr. Ricketts and what's his name,
Mr.
the one
Speed,
that replaced Dalton Wins. I just called him a while ago.
Mr. Speed,
Yeah, no, not Mr. Speed, man. Dalton replaced Dalton Wint, man.
Dennis
Mr.
Chung.
Chung. When you hear Dennis Chung talk, he never take
I
responsibility. He
would
never say, "I'm
listen.
sorry."
I would love to have if I'm running
J
anything
Taylor,
in the need.
you can pass.
Yeah.
J Taylor, my G, sorry for interrupting. You can pass on this question to
You want
the
anything?
the caller. Ask him what inspires him about the Anderson campaign.
So Carla, Jamaica Guna wants to know that is there anything about the Anderson campaign that inspires you?
The campaign that inspires me?
Yeah, from Raymond Anderson.
Oh hell no, not at all. Because no, I don't like. I don't believe in Mr. Anderson and some shenanigans that the current administration did with a lot of stuff that is going. And I'm not just taking hearsay. No, we have people inside, and I'm underground too, right? I'm overseas, but I'm underground, just like you guys. I have a vested interest, right? I am just saying, at the end of the day, I think the football is going to lose, but I have my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping. And all I'm doing right now is supporting the players. I'm buying tickets. I'm going to watch the game. I'm buying jerseys. I'm supporting the players. But the administration, I have no belief in them. I'm so sorry. I don't see it. And I'm not, neither side I don't believe in. But I'm hoping that, that they will listen and say, you know what? let's make some change. But from all the interviews I've heard, they doubled down. You had to say you're sorry, and we will make it better. No one ever said that. So listen to all the interviews. Mr. Trump never say he's sorry. Mr. Speed never say sorry. Mr.
And if I didn't realize that Jamaica
never
is.
apologize. All they did was say, "I just 5 minute wait." You have to admit you're wrong. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna listen to you guys talk, and
Hold
then
on, JT, don't make him leave. Mark's my question.
Don't leave it.
Best
We have a
man
question for you. One question, caller. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Siobhan. What you
All
say?
right, so I understand the criticism from the caller, right? But he's saying that both he's not happy with Anderson, he's not happy with Mr. Ricketts' team, but it has to be one out of the two. So both out of what he's seen
Okay.
from one team,
Yeah, let me ask him that. Based on what you've seen from both parties, which one of them would you rather live with right now? Anderson or Ricky?
So I heard you guys' conversation a while ago about when Captain Bird was in, and them say, you know what I mean, you'll give a next man a chance because this now one and that now gone, right? No. Everybody is saying that make Mr. Ricketts stay in. May I tell both of you this? May I stay out of it? I think they're both crappy. No. From what this man said, he want to go backward. Everybody will say, you know what, he's going, you know what I mean, you're backward, keep Mr. Ricketts in. From what I see right now, I say, yes, keep Mr. Ricketts in, right? I don't want the stuff that I hear from Mr. Anderson in. And West Evermore is the same crowd. He's been there for 39 years. There gonna be no changes.
Yeah.
But we just cannot go backwards. We just cannot go backwards. So that's what everybody has to make Mr. Ricketts stay in. Maybe we have to jump on the bandwagon too. And so make him stay in. But let's just hope for the best. Yeah. Let's hope for the best.
Bless up,
all
caller.
right?
Yeah,
But
my
much
thing is
respect,
this.
man.
My thing is this. I'm gonna let go because I know some on fire upon the panel right now. People heat it. I'm gonna let you go upon the panel. 1 second. People just hit the like button on the video. No.
Yeah, man.
I've learned a lot from Dennis Chang during this whole situation here.
Or I'm on what you learn. Let me hear what you learn.
All right, caller, jump off or you can hear upon the stream. Come here, hear a feedback.
All right, cool.
What I've learned from Dennis Chang, because I've watched him on interview with Stan Kroenke, and all Kroenke was trying to get him in our corner to say something. He was very slippery. He was very slippery, and he has a way of giving you some open-ended answers to basically divert or leave. He give you some answers that leave it for interpretation from either party where you can't really trap him. And I was saying that.
I hope I'm going to talk about my father.
Yeah, I was saying that that's a skill that's a skill that I would love to develop and learn from Dennis Chang. He has an amazing skill of not being able to, for you not to pin him though, because I see Kroenke try to pin him a few times and he just goes so and just basically slide out of it with an open-ended answer that he leaves for interpretation and you can't really catch him. No, my thing with Raymond Anderson and Mr. Ricketts. If I have a pilot that is flying the plane and the plane just goes up on his side and it a flick round and it feel like the people must feel hold on upon them one another in that plane. And we have to change the pilot. But the pilot who we're going to give the plane now is a man we're in there we potentially help train the last pilot. I think we are going to get the plane, which is Raymond Anderson. Me no want another plane there.
But JT, if you follow what Raymond Anderson do at St. Mary, Zane,
Yeah,
it would have come like
Georgia.
It would have come like say a gear man a golf cart to drive and in crash the golf cart and they give him a trailer. You understand? So in crash the golf cart, you know, but if you're a killer, so he give him a trailer with trailer, keep the trailer end up back in the yard.
The golf cart too small for Raymond. Raymond, see 18 wheeler. See if you can drive that one and come up here.
Come on, no, that's it. So where am I run past? Zin?
No.
You don't have some kind of arrest.
Raymond, Yo, Tennessee, Raymond Anderson, have you know it? You see, if Raymond Anderson wasn't a man we're in there for 30 years, Musa would have back him right now. We don't back him, he just Raymond. We the track record, brother. We can't know how to defend you.
What the hell, brother?
Tennessee say, man, because you golf can I give it a yet.
You stuck in a restaurant.
And I did laugh in the comment. And then by the camera,
No, it's like you're in a restaurant.
Trust me.
Yeah, you're in a restaurant and a chef has sent out the food, and everybody in the restaurant that drop dead a poison. And then they must say, give to an assistant chef to start sending out food. No more dead people, so we don't know how to work with Raymond. And brother, we have to just work with one way to kill our people right now in a Missouri kids, brother. We don't know how we don't have a
What the
better
like,
try.
brother?
It can't, Mr. Anderson, with a love to support you, brother, but you come out,
I'll be a train. No,
you know, pretty brother. We
no, read
can't.
the brain drain just put. Look at rain just put. Brain drain just put.
The brain Jane just put.
Man, you-
Say, fool you guys take Raymond for. He wanted the trailer all along. Hence he crashed the golf cart. No man. It not pretty, Mr. Raymond, and this. So with that it look, you see the people them are ball out with change, but you can't come in 30 years later. Raymond and this, you're 30 years late. It's like a teacher say, oh, you now come at school early and you are doing it 30 years and you tell me, say, a man in me I go start come early. Raymond, your track record say 30 years are late coming. We can't.
But Jay Taylor, look, man, as is clear, if we sit down, please, when this video when this live is over, I would ask the people who take this thing serious. I want to be more knowledgeable, to go on Sportsmax channel. Or just, actually, what I did was just go in there and Google JFF Manifesto, and it popped up, yeah. And you will see the manifesto being spoken of, and there's a story there on it. I think there's actually two.
I saw it, man.
So more of the people them for go look and hear what the man actually has said out time mouth and what they are saying and reading quotations from the manifesto, and people will understand what this man's intentions are or what he's saying that he's gonna do. You know, they are politicians, so they don't usually do what everything they say they are gonna do. But if this guy is saying on day one he's gonna build fields, that is his thing, and he's a builder, so he's gonna build fields. That is his thing. Why I asked the caller, the previous caller, what inspires him? Because I try to figure that out. Now we have a dude who's not inspirational at all, or not inspiring at all. And then there's another dude that comes in now. You expect that dude to make the first dude look like something bad. You want to see something about that dude. Forward in and paint and color your hair pink. Do something that make you stand out to say, who is this person right here who want to, be like the governor of LA who clean up the place one time the Chinaman come there. What day, yeah? LA full of human defecate the whole entire time, and then when time Chinaman come there, then there's no time clean up the place. So him no saying can clean up the place, but him does not clean it up for who vote for him. So just let's use that as an example, and the brother then know how to talk. You understand me? I say the man live in the human field capital of the world, and the man of America, and the man know how to talk out to me about everything. So the man have a little pizzazz about him, a little suave about him, which will make people vote for him, because it's not just about policies people vote for in politics. It's also about personality. So I'm asking, what about that man in particular inspires you to say this is a leader that's going to come in and do something that's going to inspire us, that is going to spark this interest in it? We say, wait, man, that man is a breath of fresh air. You know, that man are bringing something. Nothing about him is JFF versus JFF equals JFF, and the winner is JFF and the loser is JFF. There's no person coming in there. There's no bad versus JFF. There's just JFF versus JFF.
The losers is going to be us, the fans. That's the thing.
Yeah,
we are going to lose.
It's just I don't see any win in this. People hit the like button on the video. Let's see if we can get the video up to 100%
But
here.
Tennessee, that talk there, it take the day, brother.
But let's
Sorry.
move on from the Raymond Anderson and those guys type of thing. Shamar Nichols is doing well at his club. Guys, I know a lot of people are excited about Reese Nelson and those guys coming in. I want to ask people, where is Reese Nelson gonna play when he comes in for Jamaica? Is he
Hold on,
coming in
JT.
as a depth player?
JT, I wanted to talk about something what you said in the group this morning. I don't know if you can just give me 5 minutes to kind of talk about it.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So segue. I think there's another issue that we'll have to really look into, guys. Why is it that the schoolboy football system in Jamaica, so much importance is actually placed on it? Because the same thing that you spoke about, JT, pertaining to the number of players playing for their clubs.
Mhm.
We had what 3 teams that was playing in the Caribbean Club Championship later this year, right?
Mhm.
And one of the teams, they had a good amount of players. I think they had 2 of them on their team. Cavaliers had one there, but those are some of the better players of those particular clubs, right?
Mhm.
But those players or the coaches would have preferred the players to have played schoolboy football over playing an international tournament. That would have given them more attraction, would have given the opportunity to play persons that would have actually developed their skills. One player in particular, Malachi Douglas, he plays for Dumbeholden. Dumbeholden finished last in their group. The coach of Clarendon College is also the coach of Clarendon College, also the coach of Dumbeholden. But they would have preferred him to have played the Costa Cup, whereas to play the Caribbean Cup. So I have an issue with this because these players know we are the same persons that saying that, hey, we want to see more local players being included. Well, not me. You have persons that saying that they want to see more local players being included in the national team. But whereas these players are not playing they're not playing competitive football, because as much as we might say it, Manning Cup and the Costa Cup, it's not that competitive. It's not something that's going to develop your skills or anything. So we want to then take these players out of schoolboy football and then have them play a under 20 competition. And for this, I'm talking to the reporter from the Gleaner. I hope you're listening. You cannot expect non-professional players from Jamaica to go up against the United States players who are all playing professional football. It's never going to work. And we need to take this importance that we have from school football. We need to move away from that, because that's going to kill our football. It's going to literally kill our football. It has been doing so for the past 30 odd years, and it cannot continue. It is really upsetting to hear that persons want to do that. I understand it's a tradition, but it cannot continue because our youth football is being, we literally have to be going, we literally have persons now worried about if our players are going to even qualify from the Caribbean phase of the competition, because our JPL players can't win a Caribbean club championship.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to say. I wish more persons would really look into it and realize that it cannot continue, because we need to have a better system for our youth players, because we are the same fans that's going to be criticizing them when they can't come out of the USL, when they go to Belgium and they can't get a game. So we, the fans, we have to say something about this, because the importance on schoolboy football is too much, and I honestly believe it's killing our players. I don't see it helping them.
I think so. I think schoolboy football is what it is. I don't think schoolboy football was meant or implemented to have the clout that it has. I think schoolboy football was a recreational sport that was
it's extra. It's schoolboy. Do people know that schoolboy football is actually classified as extracurricular activities?
Yeah,
yes, it wasn't a marquee sport that was.
It is not classified as development.
Yes. So what happened is it spiraled out of control in a good way, where the fans and the passion kept riling up. People felt like this is a way to see their young stars, future stars, and it became as big as it is right
Yeah,
now.
but
However,
J,
But it wasn't meant to
but
be a
JT,
feeder for the Jamaican national team.
yeah,
It was
JT,
meant to be extracurricular activities.
You have a lot of fans right now, and I have seen conversations and especially Sports Max's videos where persons are saying that this Clarendon College team is better than the senior Raggaeboyz, and you have persons that are Jamaica actually believe that mindset. And I'm wondering, is it because some of those persons don't actually follow football? Because I know a lot of those persons, they don't actually follow. They don't even watch the national team. They don't watch English Premier League.
Schoolboy football
So
get more support than the JPL,
school football get more support than the national team.
than the
yeah.
national team.
But Siobhan, we have to go wrap it up because I'm gonna do a marathon tonight. I'm gonna be on the stream with Sting tonight because Sting is the big show to you. So you know, say
Oh,
we love music too. So we're gonna be doing that tonight on my next channel. We're gonna be streaming the Sting thing and we're gonna have some people on and we're gonna chop it up there in the music. You're not performing tonight, Guna.
Me not sure, you know.
Yeah. Sting, you
But
might
I'm
get
not very
like a
unlikely
run
still, because I'm health wise 100, so I'm very unlikely. But I might get a call, so but me not think me I go still. Me spend my way the client and go bill.
Okay, just believe. All right. Yeah, man. So people, you don't know tonight's thing is a big show. And we cover everything for this year. And New Year's, when we forward back or forward, we don't want to be talking too much about the things them from this year. I want to move forward now. I'm going to focus on 2024. The under 20 is going to be a lot of football where we can talk about recruitment. And I want to see this 60-man squad from Provisional from John Wall. That should be quite exciting to see the pool of players that he has in that 60-man squad. So I'm looking forward to seeing that come out in the new years. So in the new years, we're going to check that out and we focus going ahead. And I just hope the election can just hurry up and happen so we can get back to football as well, because I can't handle it. I don't want to cover that stuff. That's not going to happen. So him says, we need some new double agent for the next year. Yeah, man. Congratulations to Cataract that he's now a part of the St. Thomas FA. And I'm sure that Cataract is there with good intentions as well. But it also shows you people that when you come on YouTube, you shouldn't be fixed on just beating people for their stance or their point of view. Because look at Cataract now. He has basically shifted to become an insider. No. But we hope he goes in there and do the right thing. And we wish him all the best at the end of the day. Jamaica Guna, anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah. Few pointers. Let me just say a few sentences on this schoolboy football situation that is a question mark. As I said, the schoolboy football was meant to be extracurricular activities for students. It has now, as you said, spiraled out into a different monster. I think if we want, it's not meant to develop. Development is for clubs. So if these players want to develop themselves, or their parents, or their agents, or their representatives want to develop them further, they should take them to a club. I think what Jamaica should focus on is trying to get themselves at least one football factory-esque outfit in each parish, in each capital. And have that as a central point to harness and develop football talent in Jamaica, which is an artificial turf or something similar to that. That is one. So that is relation to the development of the football, right? And we have always been suffering. We have always had issues where our younger players are not playing professionally because they're only playing for 3 months a year in schoolboy football, when to be a professional player you need such amount of minutes, which is not being supplied by training for Manifesto or the customer. So that wasn't his intention. And if people want to make it the intention and change the portfolio, fine. But that it makes sense. It makes for be extracurricular activity for students. So it's like going out a door and playing and taking PE.
Yeah. It's just a higher,
All right.
it's just a competitive PE
A
competition.
competitive PE against some other school. All right. So that is one. Two. What I want to speak of is Jamaica's football is not the best. We don't have a football culture as people like to make it out to be. Me never hear nobody in a stadium sing no hymns, glorifying our players, or ridiculing the other players, like what you see at club football. At national levels across the world, you hear people singing hymns, glorifying their players. There's no hymn about Leon Bailey. There's nothing like that. There's no JF, there's no Jamaica football, Raggaeboyz supporters club that is active. I don't see them active in the stadium, in a drummer beating them, in a see a mascot, I see nobody run up and down. Even me as a Water supporter, we have our Water people them, and we know so when we hear we have a woman with there, she start right near the commentator and her mouth, they can't hear from 500 miles away. She's a supporter of Waterhouse, and we know her. We used to have a youth where used to run up and down on the sideline. We have Rattigan, we have a couple of people, we know some people that are fun people, who vibes people that we can energize by the audience. There's no such person representing for Jamaica football. We do not have a football culture in that way. That is what football culture is. You'd hardly see anybody walking around with a Raggaeboyz shirt on.
True.
You understand me? I say? So we don't have that. It's for the team of the JFF, whichever team it is gonna be, Team A or Team A. That one. It doesn't matter.
Team A or
Team
Team A.
It's Team AA or Team AB. It doesn't matter. Because it's one I same thing. Whichever team comes in, that is something that they have to look at to get people to get back themselves in touch with the national program, which I think has been absent since maybe 15, 20 years now. Jamaica has not been connecting with the football team like how we used to. It's not even close. So I think that is something that they need to work on for 2024, because we're moving forward for 2024 to get the normal people them interested back, and them have to use the players them have to use the hype of where the football eyeballs are. You know, so most Jamaican people watch English Premier League and they watch even no other league, even though their apps will show basically every league. As I said to you, what there's an app called Live Soccer app, and it show you every league. It show you all championship, Scottish League, Premier League, all of them. You understand what I say? So you can download it and watch any match on the weekend, 3, 4, 5 match if you're a football fanatic while you're doing work, or while you're doing anything, or while you rest, or while you chill with the family. So regardless of that, moving forward, the Jamaica Football Federation has to, because we're now going to be qualifying next. I'm going to be in the World Cup qualifiers. We're going to be Copa, and we in the Nations League quarterfinals, yeah, semi-finals. Sorry, right? So now we're in a situation where the place that we're playing, where we're put ourselves now, we're in a good stead, and it's because of the players. Then Coach Al Grimson has called up the most local players in a minute, bro, and people still are complaining. The man them just not good enough, father. The man them just not good enough for the national team. The man them, our team has moved up a notch. You have some players who could make Jamaica team 2 years ago that cannot make Jamaica's team now, because we have added quality in positions which are extremely important. Quality in the defense, quality in the attack. We just need some more quality in the park. We haven't had people that come in and have stamped their authority as we would have liked to. And that is what I'm hoping to see for 2024, is a Jamaican team. We're getting the help where they need in the middle of the park, and the JFF who is willing and actually have the nose and the know-how to look around, look left, look right, and realize.
If you can repeat the app.
The one I have named Live Football app is a man is a football boots on a ball.
Well, on there's an iPhone, you have or Android.
Yeah. Android me have, man. Me have both, but me not use iPhone. iPhone can't do something.
Yeah, that's the thing now. For those with an iPhone, it's kind of limited.
iPhone can't do them something. That's why me not do them something on my iPhone.
Okay. All right. But wrap it up.
So that may wrap up. Yeah, so that the last point me I said, JT, like, it's just that moving forward for 2024, the JFF has to get themselves the app is called football live football TV. the JFF have to get themselves more with the team, more connected with the normal people on the ground. Them have to find a way to do it. Me know let them go paint up Raggaeboyz all over the place. Them have to tell the Raggaeboyz them to do some local ads so them can dip on TV every minute so people know them face. Them have to put more ads on TV with the teams. Them have to put player profiles on the team. When a new player comes in, them have to make an announcement on the TV, run an ad with him, run some 5-second ad, just added to the Jamaican Raggaeboyz roster. Player from Ray, age 26, plays for such and such in this position. Ray is now being added to the Jamaica football team. Let us welcome him. Boom, that is it. 10 seconds that are done. That is them kind of thing that we want. We want to the JFF plug the players, them make the normal people them can get say why we get excited again and pay attention to the football. That is where you have to use. And you have to use the place them when the eyeball there, the social media and the traditional media. Bless you.
All right. So people, I just dropped the link from the other YouTube channel where we're gonna be streaming and doing a pre-show on the Sting and the lineup and the Clash. You know, the Marco Fully Bad and them artists, the Coyote them. So I just dropped the link for the other YouTube channel. So people just join us over there. We should be live shortly. Siobhan and a few people are gonna join us over there. Gonna watch the rest of the Villa game. And people, bless up with yourself. Until next time, the new year, we're gonna be new camera in the building. As you can see, new microphone already. Move away from the green screen a little bit. Just want to get the channel up a little bit more professional. Since we're gonna be streaming. Since we're gonna be streaming some of
Leon score.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
You look at Leon score.
Okay, I will come check it out. Give me 2 seconds.
And you put hot water on it, it hurts.
It hurts?
Yeah, it will blood a little bit.
Okay, I'll come check it out, okay?
But Daddy, don't wash it with hot water.
I won't wash it up with hot water, okay?
Because it will burn things.
Oh, on a Leon score.
Okay. I just dropped the link in the comment section, man. See the link there for the YouTube channel, people who want to join us over there and we chop up with both some of the artists, them and things. So people, the New Year's, as we say, we want to get the graphics on the screen here moving. So I want to implement the OBS into this. Because we need my channel to get up more. And we need some graphics coming down the side of the screen and thing. Been doing some attach some AI technology to this stream too that will help to read some of the comments and stuff, and give some more interactive way with the thing. So New Year's we should be back properly and up and running. As you can see, we slowly but surely improving the channel. Until next time, people. Siobhan, we link you in a bit. Zin?
Yeah, man, Zoin.